You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome. And let me pull my phone out here real quick.
Okay.
Start over.
Let me start over. I need to start a timer.
Oh. I thought you were going to read us your last 10 messages that you've received.
I could do that.
That'd be a fun intro, right?
What would that be? That'd be me talking to my mother. This silly intro. All right, fuck it. Yeah. Hello, Internet. Welcome. This is so good. Well, I will also get into my last. It was with my mother, and I will get into my last 10 messages as part of my intro. Ironically enough. So yeah, hello Internet. Welcome to another episode of the TADPOG podcast. Tyler and Dave and Ian play old games. The Ian is silent. And this week we'll be talking about, to me, the oddly titled Irem Skins game.
Irem Skins game. Got all the skins.
Skins.
All the fucking skins.
Thick skins.
Thick skins.
Thick skins.
Irem Skins.
What a weird game.
Put some more steak on it. Irem Skins.
Let's just talk like this the whole rest of the episode.
TADPOG, the Irem Skins game.
You dipped in the Homestar Runner there.
They sure playing my golf game.
You do a pretty good Homestar, I'm not going to lie.
That was my freshman year when Jacob and I lived together. It was basically just Homestar Runner and D&D, and we both did not do well. Josh failed out.
Well, that's, I feel like a good sacrifice.
Yep.
Homestar and D&D, one more D&D than life.
Fucking school. Grades. Who cares? I got my Homestar. I got D&D. It's never going to change.
Final Fantasy 11 fishing's right on the horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is...
You're true. It's true.
You gotta live your life a little bit, damn it.
Whenever I'm not going to play that game. Oh, Dave's playing that game? Okay, I'll try that game.
It was fun. Final Fantasy 11 was a lot of fun.
I talked shit about it because I didn't understand it. Then once I saw you play it, I was like, okay, this looks pretty good.
It was fun. I remember us dual monking the Guzgan mines.
Fuck yeah.
Just beating the shit out of skeletons.
Just doing that whatever 1,000 hits or whatever you would do, just mowing through fucking skeletons until we both die.
Yeah, I know. It was fun. Yeah, that game was like, sorry, I know we're not talking about Final Fantasy 11. Final Fantasy 11 was like one of those games where it's like, it's an old enough MMO, or similar to Ultima Online, where it's kind of like, they make a game, and then they're like, I don't know, man. You just figure it out. You just have fun. You make your own stuff up in this. It's like we would. It's like, all right, we're gonna go to the mines. Well, you'll be a monk. I'll be a monk. We'll just punch skeletons until we die.
They're weak to our fists. Let's do it. Let's get your skulls for your promotion.
Wow.
Mining all those fucking promotion items.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, like I said, Irem Skins game. But before we get to that, I'm your bearded host, Tyler, and I have, if you guys don't mind me, I'm going to grab this. I brought something for you guys to try. I mentioned it on the show a while ago.
Pepperidge Farms?
So these are the Archway frosted lemon cookies.
Oh, right. From
that
St.
I
Louis.
had on my on my list. So if you guys would like to try a frosted lemon
Certainly.
cookie. So these do taste like nostalgia
What's the expiration date on these?
I just bought these were in my. I went to my grandma's grave.
I don't trust anything that you pull from over there where you pulled it from.
He didn't ask you when you bought them. He asked what the expiration date is.
13/8.
Perfect. That's a date.
Is it like the
August the 13th?
So I know these are these taste like nostalgia to me. The last time I had them, it was like, all right, these are okay.
Okay.
So if you guys don't like them, we're like, I'm not offended.
All right.
But if you want to smell them first, though,
I'll be brutally honest.
Oh my goodness, that is a lemony cookie.
lemony, lemony.
I'm gonna have a half a cookie because I'm full of waffle.
Yeah, I'm full
They're
of
big cookies. They're like The size.
Those are big.
They're the size of the tops of cupcakes.
It's like a sand dollar.
It is like a sand dollar. It's colored like a sand dollar.
All right. Let me get one of these guys.
frosting sand dollar blood on
It
top.
smells really good.
Yeah, they're very lemony. See, but I am not going to have one.
Okay.
Because this is also going to tie into what my last 10 messages were about today.
Oh, my God.
So I am now a
Tyler, you stop eating lemon shit. Stop it.
I am though, because I'm now a pre-diabetic according to some blood work.
No.
So it's not bad yet. It's very
Okay.
fixable.
Okay, good.
You know,
Diet.
it was just barely over. I need to lose. I can get back to a normal A1C or whatever if I lose like 26 pounds.
Okay.
I want to lose 65
Okay.
because
You could do 26 easy.
I think I could do that easily. So I'm not super worried about it. I just got to make some changes now.
Okay.
So
All right.
no sugar without fiber is gonna be my number one rule.
No sugar without fiber.
Yep.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm glad you're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to do all that other shit. So
If you're pre-diabetic, they just tell you, right?
yeah,
Because I worry about that sometimes when they'll do my blood work, and I'll go see the doctor. I'm like, so how was the blood work? It's all good. You're not saying anything about it.
No, they're not gonna leave you hanging on pre-diabetes. I
well,
promise.
I've got my chart. So as soon as I got the blood draw, like before the doctor called me, I see the results.
Yes. Okay, I got
So I went through and
So
looked
you
at all
tell
my
him.
levels. Yeah, I saw my levels. Like, oh, my fasting glucose is a little high.
Uh-huh.
So then that night they called me, which was unusual for that office, but they were going to order an A1C, which they're like, when did you have this done?
Something like an
Today.
AOC?
It's exactly.
you. Just one more.
It's the other half of the AOC binary code.
Right.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
fuck, she's on now.
so they went and just did that same blood draw. So then today I got those results. And when I pulled it up, I was like, oh, it's whatever percentage. And then I Googled the percentage. It was like, oh, so I fall into pre-diabetes. And I started looking at all that, So
Yeah.
it said to lose what percentage to get to this percentage and shit like that. So I was like, okay, well, that's what they're going to tell me. So that's what I'll do.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well,
Well-
speaking of diabetes, you want to try this cookie?
Cheers. Yeah.
It's okay.
Pretty good cookie. It's not bad.
Not bad. It's not bad. It's not as good as I remember, but
Can I have an
not bad.
index card, please? Another one.
I like a
Another
lemon
I'm going
cookie.
to write on this one and put a cookie on this one. It's a good cookie.
I like this frosting.
Me too.
It wouldn't be as good without the frosting.
I agree.
It'd be too dry.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little dry, yeah.
The dry cookie. It's got a nice aftertaste. I like it. I'm going to munch on that throughout the show.
So yeah, it's not so bad. It's not a wonderful cookie, but it's my honorable mention because my grandma always had them.
It
Those
pairs
and the
well.
iced oatmeal.
It pairs well with the ketchup under my fingernails from the quarter pounder I just ate.
Speaking quarter pounders, I think we discussed doing a sandwich draft this time around. But first, before that though, what you guys been up to?
Watching TV.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot, really. And that's okay. I work, I come in, watch TV, and play video games, and that's fine with me.
It's a dream.
So I continue to watch Doom Patrol.
Uh-huh.
Weird little show. It's very good, but it's very weird. It's DC Universe kind of throwing its caution to the wind. And
Yeah.
I mentioned
Doesn't
it
like Brendan Fraser say
Yeah.
fuck in it?
a lot.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, that's-
like every other word he says in that is fuck, which is fine.
That's how people usually pitch it to me. Which says a lot about, I guess, the show and what they think of me.
He's also
It just sold me, so it's
It's,
fine.
it's like the mummy, but he says fuck.
Oh damn!
Shit, I am in.
he's a robot man
Okay.
in there. A couple other, and I was going to mention last week when I mentioned Doom Patrol, I didn't mention who was in it. Brendan Fraser, Timothy Dalton, Matt Bomer. There's a show called White Collar that he was in. It was a really good show. He's a really good actor. He was also in a season of The Sinner. So big fan of his. Jovan Wade plays Cyborg in this, and he is the guy that has actually sort of plays Cyborg everywhere in the DC TV universe.
Oh, okay.
So he's in it. There's a lovely woman named April Bowlby. Her character is Rita Farr, and she has been sort of cameoing in sort of crossover events from like DC's Legends of Tomorrow and The Flash and stuff to lead into this show. And then Diane Guerrero, who was in Orange is the New Black and Jane the Virgin, is one of the best parts of that show. She plays a woman with multiple personalities, all of which have a different superpower. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, I've been into that. That's been taking up most of my time. I did have a couple of other things that I watched. I watched a horror movie called Smile.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of trailers
The viral
for that.
marketing and everything for that. Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. It was a good movie.
It's one of the curse horror movies, right?
Yeah, it's a curse thing, and the gist of it is there's this entity, this evil thing that gets into people, and the idea is that it gets into somebody, and then that person starts to see, or it starts haunting people through other people. So like and to get that, you see someone commit suicide, and what the demon does is it gets into somebody and it sort of haunts them, and it stands there and smiles at them, right? And then drives you crazy. After a while, you eventually are taken over by the demon, and then the demon makes sure that someone sees you kill yourself, and then it starts haunting them, and it keeps going down the line that way.
Okay.
It was a very good movie, but I will say, to be fair, that the marketing made that movie out to be a lot scarier than it was.
I don't think I'd like it then, because even like the marketing, I was like, I don't know about this.
There wasn't enough.
This doesn't seem like it's a scary movie.
It had its moments, and there was some there were some good jump scare type things in it, and there was some really truly creepy scenes in it. But overall, I think they sold it as being more than it really ended up being. But on the flip side of that coin, I still enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
It just wasn't as. I wanted it to turn the freaky factor up by about 2 or 3 notches.
I might still like it. I tend to like curse movies, and I do like the demon angle and all that. I think that's neat.
I'd give it a watch. It's definitely in your wheelhouse. I think you'd like it. I just will warn you that I was prepping for all this, ridiculous visual scary, and it's really more of a.
You had your vapors ready?
I did.
Yeah.
I had the vapors all ready to go. But it was more of a psychological thing.
Yeah.
But again, definitely check it out.
Okay.
My big bullet point for the week, I went and saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever last Saturday.
I figured you were going to talk about this. I didn't know, you didn't tell me that you saw this, but I knew in my heart deep down that you definitely had.
It's a fair bet that a major Marvel movie coming to the theater going to get me in the theater. So much so. I like this movie a lot. I loved this movie. I thought
Ian just showed us a new Black Panther chest tattoo that he got.
It's my whole, and it's on my back too. I got the
it
same
wraps
tattoo.
around. Oh, I didn't notice that.
All the way around. Yeah.
It's actually like you've tattooed the Black Panther suit onto your body.
Correct.
It's odd. I mean, I like it.
Up
it's
to
just
the neck, so I can cover it with shirts. And
yeah,
stuff,
it's really a bold choice.
It hurt.
It looks like
But-
it did.
and
It cost $10,000.
Yeah, it cost like $13,000, but it was
that's a steal.
Totally worth it. Even the parts you can't see, covered in Black Panther tattoos. I did love the movie a lot.
Yeah,
and
I heard it's good.
Your front Panther
it
tail.
was an it was
Was that vibranium?
Yeah, it is all the time. Used to be diamonds. No, diamonds are weak. Vibranium. Great comic book movie. It was just it was super thrilling and unbelievable and actiony and stuff, which is just exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
They had a lot of fun with it. They also took themselves very seriously, which I felt was important. I think that it was a fun time, and they did a really, really great job paying tribute to Chadwick Boseman.
Because Marvel movies have gotten a little more comedic as they've gone on.
This
so it's
one-
about time to kind of go back to center a little bit.
This one had its elements. Obviously it's going to have a little comedy here and there. Martin Freeman returns, and of course he is naturally kind of the comic relief of the movie, but he's not in it a lot. But just overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very, very worthy successor to the original.
Good. That's good to hear.
The one problem I had was not with the movie. It was with my theater going experience.
Oh,
Yep.
We go to the movies early.
okay.
We went to this movie. Now, if you'll allow me to step back a couple of days,
Please.
for those of you that don't live in the Western Kentucky area, on
You poor unfortunate
Friday
souls.
morning,
Poor unfortunate.
was it Friday of
souls.
last week
I don't know.
when we woke up and we had 4 inches of snow on the ground all of a sudden?
Oh yeah.
I wasn't here. I think it was Saturday
Oh,
morning.
you
though.
were not here. That's right. No, it wasn't. Was it Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all
That
got
is
snow
right.
Saturday morning.
That is right.
Because no one called out at work, and I was shocked. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, the roads were pretty
The
clear.
roads were fine. So I didn't know. They said there might be a little dusting of snow.
Yeah.
I woke up Saturday morning and there was 4 inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah, y'all got a lot.
And it was cold.
And it was all gone the next day.
Yeah. And it was very, very
much.
cold. And it stayed cold. So this past Saturday, we had tickets to go see Black Panther at 9 a.m. Just fine. I like to get up early. I like to go to the movie early so that way I'm out early and I don't feel like I've spent my whole day in the movie theater. Because this is a long boy.
How long is it?
2 hours and 41 minutes.
That's a long ass Marvel movie.
It is a long movie. That doesn't bother me. I expect it at this point, and I'm fine with the length of the movie.
That's like almost a Tadpog podcast.
Almost. It's right there. What I am not fine with is the fact that the heat wasn't working in the theater. When I walked into the theater, I could see my breath. We were like, okay. It was fine. Cohen went with us. It was me.
It was
and-
atmospheric, like you were in that one part of Wakanda.
Yeah, exactly.
The mountains.
The mountains
Right,
up
yeah.
there
The
with
guy who's the new Black Panther.
Yeah.
They were helping you out,
Right.
man. They were immersing you in the
This was a
experience.
4D movie experience.
We got immersed. I thought to myself, well, they just opened. And
Yeah.
this is a great big theater. Of course, they turn this shit off at night. It'll warm up. Nope, didn't. And Cohen was with us. It was me, Gage, and Cohen. And we were the only ones in the theater, which is to be expected at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning for a 2 hour and 41 minute long movie.
Was the heat just out in your theater or was it out like in the whole
Oh, I'm getting there.
cinema? Okay. Because I think I might know where this is going, but
We had Cohen wearing his jacket and his sock hat, and me in my warm coat and my hood and my hat, and Gage and 30 minutes goes by, no heat. Another 20 minutes goes by, no heat. Gage goes out to complain.
okay.
Apparently, they did not expect it to be that cold because, 3 days prior to this, it was 80 degrees. Apparently, they have to put in a ticket with a central agency to have their thermostats turned on in the
Wow.
theaters and set to certain temperatures. They don't
Yeah.
have control over it.
I totally believe that. An apartment I lived in Alexandria was like that. It was fucking awful.
We have a client, one of our clients at my job, they have to put in a ticket with us to change their temperature on their thermostat. Okay. Well, we are not the
Chad
IT
Dad
and
move.
thermostat provider for the theater, so whoever was supposed to turn the heat on never did. And by the time it got to the point where Gage at one point got so cold, we were in my wife's vehicle because my truck doesn't seat more than one person besides me. I'm like, my wife is the blanket queen. Horror Priestess Tanya has got blankets,
She's dominion
Every-
over
full of
blankets.
chicken salad, just blankets full of
just
chicken
blankets
salad everywhere.
full, blood-covered chicken salad blankets.
Horror chicken salad.
Horror
blankets.
chicken salad. I told Gage, I was like, go out to your mom's car. There's going to be a blanket in that car. Tanya had taken the blanket out of the car the day before to wash it. And it had not made it back into the car yet. But she did have a bunch of towels. So Gage brought, there was a towel that she usually sits on, a towel that goes under
Here,
Cohen's.
could you warm this up in the popcorn machine?
Yeah, goes under his car
Good,
seat.
salty, warm towel.
And then another towel that was in the back for whatever, I don't know what it was for. He brings all the towels in. And then he and Cohen just covered up under towels with their coats on. And I'm just over here I was managing. It wasn't like shivering, freezing cold.
Yeah.
I think the air was on. Because occasionally I could
They
feel
couldn't turn it off.
Little Gus.
could feel a breeze blowing over me, and I'm like, the fucking air's on. At one point, I got up to go to the restroom, and I stopped somebody, and I said, yo, y'all need to deal with the heat in theater 2. It's freezing in there.
And he
he's like,
replied,
sir, there's something going on with the heating in the theater. I'm like, all right, I know. Because it's freezing in there. Please tell someone to turn the heat on or make something else happen so that it gets warm in there.
what he should have said was, sorry I ruined your Black Panther party.
Anyway, that never did come on. By the time we were pretty much convinced that it wasn't coming on.
Right. You went through the stages of grief.
We
got
did.
to acceptance.
We made it all the way to acceptance.
Chadwick
because-
Boseman, please get the heat
I
on.
pray to you, Chadwick.
Please, sweet baby Chadwick.
Please, sweet baby Chadwick, just sitting there in your little Wakanda crib, not saying a word, watching your baby Einstein videos. Never came on, but we got far enough along in the movie where I was like, okay, A, I'm really enjoying this movie, aside from the fact that I'm fucking freezing, and B, I don't want to come back and have to go through the first half of the movie again to get to the second half. So we're sticking it out. If I told Gage, I said, if Cohen can't deal, if he gets to the point where he's just unable to cope with this, we'll leave.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I want to stay. And Gage was like, that's fine. Well, Cohen was a trooper. He was toasty warm.
He called you a pussy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He totally did. Pappy, you are the biggest pussy. Could you shut up and let me watch the movie?
You're my pussy now.
No, don't ever say that again, please. I really didn't like the way I don't know why I didn't like the way that sounded. Ew.
Pat pussy? Is that better?
Oh, is that like,
Stop.
it's like a papoose?
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
also a pussy?
Yep.
Sorry,
Carry it on your
Taryn.
back.
Anyway, we did make it to the end, and I thought about complaining,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
Again.
No, I
Right?
meant like
like write a letter to corporate?
like going to the manager and saying, I want my money back.
Yeah.
Or I want voucher. I bought them through Adam, so I can't. They can't really refund.
You
my money.
owe me 25 heat units.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
So the next time I come to this theater, I'm going to need those heat units.
I want those heat units ready and waiting, preferably on a vibranium platter.
I'll call you beforehand.
I'll call beforehand. That's that's only fair. But I did not complain to the extent of like going and demanding restitution.
Sure.
You know, I'm like, forget it. I watched the whole movie. I understand that they had no control, and I wasn't trying to make someone's day awful.
Yeah.
But that did sort of paint the experience for me.
They could have brought you warm popcorn.
Something.
Well, maybe
Right,
something.
something.
Hot coffee.
I know y'all got
Nothing
some.
like movie theater coffee.
I'd be like, I know y'all got some fucking like Scorpion King promotional blankets upstairs somewhere. You know,
Looks like horrible CGI rock on a blanket.
yeah, bring me something. I know you got some goddamn fucking Captain America hoodies up there or something, you know. Anyway, the movie was good, but I was kind of disappointed that the biggest takeaway for me was that it was freezing in the theater.
But you'll always remember that.
I will always remember that. Like, I can't
Yeah.
remember. I loved Thor, Love and Thunder, but I mean, it wasn't a memorable experience other than the movie was good.
Yeah.
This was good movie, great movie, and freezing cold temperatures. So yeah, it is a bit of a story. Cohen, my grandson, he was a trooper though. He hung in there. The fact that he did as well just just getting through that entire movie in the theater.
Sure.
Much less the fact that it was like 49 degrees in there or whatever. He hung in there really well. So
Good.
it was good. But yeah, big, high, gigantic Wakanda Forever recommend for everyone.
Is that streaming yet, or is that like they're like on
It
a
was
delay
only
thing?
in theater, but I think like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness went to Disney Plus within a couple
Fast.
of months.
I know it was
really.
I remember it being fast because I was.
And they'll push Wakanda Forever to it pretty quick.
Yeah.
They're gonna want it out there for everyone to see.
Then I'll get to look at the art.
Wakanda
and feel
2
guilty.
weeks. Am I right?
But yeah, great movie. Big recommend. Highly recommend it.
Cool.
That's my big movie watching memorandum for this week. What about you, Dave? What have you been up to?
Well, earlier before we started recording, we were talking about when to record next, and Wednesday was thrown out. I have a root canal on Wednesday morning.
Oh.
Because I have an abscess tooth.
Eek.
And
Get that for you right now.
yeah, I mean, he gave me the option. He was like, "Do you want to try to save the tooth?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, that's a good idea. You have all the rest of your teeth." So yeah, root canal.
And your dental, you've been on point all year.
Now I did miss one day in Chicago.
Oh, that's it.
So that was probably it.
That's the moment you got the abscess.
So the demon got in.
Probably just been there
It's true.
working its way back to you, babe, for a while.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's like if I rub my tongue on my inside of like my gums up above the abscess tooth, it's like real tender. So yeah, it's gonna be super gross in there.
Well, yeah.
Root canal. Who's had a root canal here? You had a root canal.
Yep.
I've never had a root canal. I've only ever pulled my teeth that have been
I couldn't do it.
bad.
And you know, when I got back and was explaining it to a coworker, she was like, "I would have just pulled it." I was like, "I don't know. I want that tooth."
Save that tooth.
I
If
want
you
that-
can.
I want
If you
that
can
too.
save it, save it. I mean, the procedure is not going to be a big deal because you are going to be, numbed.
Yeah, I asked them. I was like, "Can I have general?" And they're like, "No, we'll just numb you."
They'll numb you, and
It's
if you
like, really?
ask, if
You get the
ask-
gas.
get the gas too.
It's a little extra.
I'll pay.
You could have a little gas
as a treat. Yeah, I'll definitely get the gas if they've got the gas. But yeah,
Usually
I wanted,
it's like a $50 upcharge or insurance and cover or
that's
something
total.
like
I
that.
totally would give them $50 out of pocket. I
Because
mean,
when I had mine, because I noticed during we went on a cruise for my brother's wedding, and I noticed like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I couldn't handle extreme temperatures. It was super painful, so I just like made it out for that whole week. Couldn't really enjoy all the food I wanted to eat. And then when I got back, he checked and he was like, I had to go in on a Saturday for an emergency because I was like, I can't deal with this anymore.
Wow.
And the dentist was like, not my normal dentist, but apparently not my normal dentist at the time was the good one. So
okay.
he was like, I don't see anything. I was like, trust me, it's this one right here. He's like, I really don't see any signs of it. It's like, dude, it hurts. I know this is it. All right, if I crack it open, I mean, we still have to go through the root canal, even if it's not going on. Okay, I'll roll those dice. And he said,
What kind of deal is that?
Yeah, he said as soon as he broke into it, it just exploded in pus.
Yeah,
So I was like, yeah.
that's kind of what I'm expecting here.
I fell asleep. Like I woke up and it was just
See, that's
Okay.
what I want. That's why I wanted general anesthesia.
the
I
only
wanted to
time
take,
I've ever nodded off.
I wanted to take a nap and then wake up, and then they're like, "Okay, shake my hand. Well done."
Yeah, they generally won't do that unless it's like surgery, like removing
I know.
abscessed
That's
or
what they said.
impacted wisdom teeth
Yeah.
and stuff. But with the Novocaine and the gas,
Yeah.
you'll be good to go.
I just
The gas is what makes the difference.
yeah. All right, I'll definitely get the
You
gas.
get floaty enough that you can probably, knowing your napping powers, you could probably nap on the gas.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And speaking of my napping powers, like I woke up Sunday. The pain woke me up Sunday night, and it was like, "Fuck, I got to go to the dentist tomorrow."
I've heard a 40 decibel alarm not wake you up, so that
Yeah.
is bad.
It hurt. It feels a little better now. I guess I don't know if it's the antibiotics or like I'm on this. I was hoping they would prescribe me something, but they were like, "No, you can do ibuprofen, then 4 hours later do Tylenol, then 4 hours later do ibuprofen and rotate it through. And it's like, okay, that's been working all right. But the problem is that like on hour 3, it's like, man, I can't wait until the next hour.
Tylenol
right?
time.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you guys? Kidneys, you all right? Yeah, you guys are fine.
Right.
We can do this.
Yeah. And I'm like, of course, now, like, I've been like treating myself to a bunch of shit because it's just like, hey, I got this root canal coming up. So it's like, I haven't been drinking a lot of water or anything.
Pretty sure a root canal burns like 2 pounds, so it's fine.
As you're chugging cola.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what could have caused this fucking tooth to abscess.
Well,
who
you've been
knows?
great about your teeth, so moral of the story is don't fucking worry about it. Shit's gonna happen. Genetics be genetics. Fuck it.
So how were you later the same day of your root canal?
They gave me pain meds afterward,
So
I was fine.
it's okay, but then maybe I can still record on Wednesday.
Well, we
Tuesday.
won't roll the dice.
Well, I mean, it might be good. I mean, it might be good for story time. It might just be fun to
You
have me on the
also-
mic. Some
you
pain
also-
medicine. I don't think they're going to give me pain meds.
They probably won't.
Yeah.
They gave me pain meds for when I had my teeth pulled.
Yeah.
And I didn't need them.
You didn't need them. Wow.
I don't
You're
like.
a tough man.
I don't take pain meds if I can. I take
Yeah,
Advil
I
like
get
it's my
that.
fucking job, but no, nothing stronger.
Sure.
Because I mean, one like Lortab, and I'm fucking done. I'm out. I will sleep for the fucking rest of the decade, and I just can't.
doesn't touch me. Doesn't fucking touch me.
Does it
No.
not?
Lord tabs are like
It's that
these
dwarven
could have been Tic
constitution.
Tacs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know redheads are notoriously harder to. When I go to the dentist, I have to get work anyway. Like you need more. Yeah, man, I can still feel this. Come on.
Ugh. Yuck.
So
Well,
But you should. You will probably be fine, but you may not be in the mood to talk a lot. So
that's fine. It'd be a Tyler and Ian heavy episode. Every now and then I'll be grumpy.
you can do what you want. You can do what you want.
So-
I would say maybe we go for Tuesday.
Yeah.
Just to be on the safe
So,
side.
all right, that's fine. They'll get a real anxious me instead of
about to say you will be in pain. So I don't know. Yeah.
we'll see. It couldn't be. I mean, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. But yeah, the next day is Thanksgiving, so hopefully hopefully I can
I
still
think
eat
you'll be
shit.
okay.
Damn.
Yeah, you'll be
No,
okay.
you'll be fine by
Yeah.
then.
Okay, that's good to hear.
And-
That's really good to hear.
Yeah, you'll
Because
be
I've been like Googling shit. And it's like, can I eat after root canal? How long to wait to eat after root canal? And it's like the suggested, like, they're like, I mean, you eat whatever, but you might like bite your cheek or something if you still got the.
Yeah, don't
the
eat
numbing.
it. Don't eat until the Novocaine
The
wears
only thing
off.
that might suck is if they don't file the tooth in correctly. So when you bite down, it's like your jaw is a little off. Like if the grooves they put don't fit into your upper teeth. I
Yeah.
assume it's on your bottom.
No, it's on my top.
Well, mine was too. But yeah, if they don't fit together perfectly, it gets real fucking annoying.
Well, I don't get the crown until later. So there's also that. So
Oh, they'll put like a temp on
yeah,
it.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to
You
be
will
careful.
have to be careful about what you eat
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's why God
turkey-
gave you two sides.
turkey gravy. That'll be all right, right?
Yeah.
Gobstoppers.
Chew on the other. Yeah, definitely crunch down on those. It helps seat that temporary one better.
Are there any super crunchy Thanksgiving foods that we normally eat? It's all pretty soft.
It's all pretty soft stuff.
I mean, French fried onions is about as crunchy as it gets,
Right.
right? Maybe pecans on a pecan pie.
Yeah.
Even that, once it's
And
baked,
I
isn't super
don't,
crunchy.
yeah, I don't really dig on the. I like pecan pie, all right, but
You'll naturally chew on the other side of your mouth for a minute too.
I've been doing that for about
You're going to do that
few
anyway.
days
yeah,
anyway.
okay.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
So that happened. That pain started when I was in Chicago because I was in Chicago recently for work, and hey, other than the tooth stuff, it was very busy with work, but I did get to slip out and get some good pizza.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Lou Malnati's, and it's got some deep dish pizza there. It was really good. I wanted to get Portillo's, get some hot dogs at Portillo's, but unfortunately didn't get to make it. But there was this cool burger place called Potter's. I stayed in the hotel where at the end of The Fugitive,
Oh no shit!
Yeah,
Nice.
the cardiologist.
Yeah, the party.
Yeah,
at the-
right. Yeah, that's the
Fuck.
the ballrooms
Sweet.
there at the Palmer House
I
Hilton.
love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. So it was cool. It was a nice hotel. It was like old, and it was in downtown Chicago, and like it was one of those where it was like I got in the room and I was putting my stuff up, unpacking and all that, and I opened the closet door and I was like, holy shit, there's no light switch in here. There's a cord that I pull. And yeah, that's how you turn the light on in the closet. And I was like, wow.
Do you have a key to get in instead of a magnetized card?
That'd be great. What if it's like a giant key, like a bronze?
Old fashioned, like what is that? What's that Stephen King movie they did with John Cusack?
1408.
Oh, right.
Yeah, where
yeah.
that's the one door, it won't let us put anything else on it. They've got the big old metal key.
Right.
When we went to New York, Tanya and I went to New York a few years back. Stayed in an old hotel just in Manhattan, right, just a couple blocks down from Trump Tower. Had a key.
Wow.
And a pull chain on the light in the closet too. It was
And
an
the key's
old
badass.
fucking place.
You
yeah,
bring back the
key's
key.
good.
It was
Not
a
the back
great
of the
big
shirt.
old heavy brass, key.
That's cool.
It was just weird keeping up with the key.
Yeah, right.
They charge you $300.
Right,
if you
I
lose
can't
it.
lose this key
They have a silversmith on hand.
with a little monocle and a little file. I'm just hand making the keys
He's
I'm walking
very
into my
busy.
room. All right,
out
give
of
me a day.
vibranium. They're vibranium keys. See,
Right, of course. Naturally. Yeah, it was a good trip, but that's why I missed the snow. And the irony is
So
I'm in
you were in Chicago.
and I missed the snow that's happening here in Western Kentucky. And it was gone, man, because it was like I was texting Nikki and Henry, and like they're sending me photos of the snow, and it's like, wow, it's amazing. And then like I land in Paducah the next day, and it's like nothing.
nothing. It was gone.
nothing.
The
It's all
sun came
gone.
out on Sunday.
You guys lied to me.
Right?
Yeah. The sun came out on Sunday and just melted it all.
Uh-huh.
Except for the snow on my roof. For some reason, that stayed for like a week.
I should have hung out on your roof.
Well, not a week.
Made us some snowballs.
I should have frozen you. If I thought about it, I should have made you a snowball and kept it in the freezer. I've been to Chicago once. I went for a business trip. It was just an overnight deal when I was still working at the casino. The general manager, the big boss guy, needed one of the IT people to come up with
boss.
him. Big boss. He needed one of the IT guys to come up to Chicago with him for a gaming board meeting, so I could set up a projector for him to give like a PowerPoint and stuff. Because apparently they didn't have one, or no, it was a projector and a laptop and all this other crap. But anyway, it was great because he drove us. It was just me and him. So we drove to the airport, flew to Chicago, fucked around for the entire day. He just was like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow at 3 for the meeting.
That's great.
And then at 3 or at like 2:30, I showed up, set up the projector, and he was like, what button do I push to change the slide? I'm like, this one. He's like, you can go. I'm like, cool. He's like, just come back in 2 hours and pick this up. And then
Sounds like a great
fucked
trip.
around for the rest of that day, and then we flew home. So yeah, it was nice because I just liked walking around downtown.
Sure.
And I actually went to
Yeah.
the Sears Tower
Yeah, awesome.
and went to the top of it and stuff. So yeah, I like it down there. I don't know that
Yeah.
I would live there, obviously, but it was a cool downtown Chicago. Is
Yeah,
really neat.
it's fun to walk around, and we walked to Lou Malnati's, and that was really cool.
Was it cold?
Yeah, I mean it was cold, but I mean when we first got there, it wasn't. It was like one of those deals where it's like 70 degrees, kind of like how it was here, and then all of a sudden overnight it's like in the 30s. But I mean, really after that first night, I mean, I was really just in the hotel.
Right.
And that was a weird feeling too, because it's an old hotel. It's not like modern design where there's like a lot of windows and like big windows and open spaces. Everything's really kind of like tight and like corridory.
Had a porthole.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And it's like I gave up trying to open my blinds in the window because it was just like I can't figure this out. I mean, it's like I don't even know if I can open these so it was just like And when I would wake up to get ready for work, it's dark outside, so it didn't really matter.
Right.
And when I go back to the room, it's dark outside. So it got to the point where it's like, if we were working in this office space, like that's kind of like it felt like the back rooms, like this liminal space.
Oh, God.
It really did, where it's just like, because there's like nothing on the walls. The walls are painted yellow. And it's like
the hum of the
yeah. I mean, it was very much like that. So I mean, that wasn't great, but I don't know. Whenever I got out of the cage,
the monsters chasing us through various exits.
right? That would have been fun.
The water level, that's
right.
All the old hotels have the worst water levels. I swear to God.
And then I started playing a game called Marvel Snap.
Somebody else was talking about that on Facebook.
I heard about it from Sick Jake on the Press B to Cancel podcast. And also, sorry, he fell for the marketing fame. So I had been hearing about it, and I finally checked it out. I like it a lot. It's a card game, and all the cards are Marvel characters. And what I think is neat about it is that it really it doesn't do the thing where it's like, we're going to do Magic the Gathering, but we're going to do it a little bit different. You know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of the Star Wars
the CCG.
a little bit, and that there are 3 locations in the game that are randomly drawn. So it could be like the Baxter Building, Mojo World, and Death's Domain or something like that. They're random, and each of those places has its own effect. Where it's like, for instance, like I think the Baxter Building is like you can only like play on turn 5. You can only play cards on that location. It's that kind of stuff. And Mojo World is like whoever has the most cards on this location has control of it and gets 100 points, kind of deal. And what's fun is like, so in order to win, you have to control 2 locations. 2 out of the 3 locations you have to control. And instead of like doing direct combat like you would in Magic the Gathering, it's all just the power of the cards that you lay down. So it's not like they're doing battle. Like, I'm not tapping Iron Man to deal 5 points of damage to Wolverine. It's just you tally up those points, which gets really interesting because like a lot of the cards have like on reveal effects. So it's like when you play them, something happens. It's kind of like a sorcery or like an instant effect, or it's more like an instant effect. And then some cards have like a ongoing effect, which is like when you play them, this effect comes in the action, and that's more like a sorcery. I love how I started out being like, this is not like Magic the Gathering. And then now I'm like, oh, fuck, I guess it kind of is like Magic the Gathering.
But I know Magic the Gathering, so you're helping me understand it through a medium that it's not. So it's fine.
So it's free to play. There are battle passes. Haven't bought a battle pass yet. November battle pass, obviously, is a Black Panther one. They're getting that movie tie-in.
Sure.
Most of the stuff that you pay for is vanity. Although like for like the Black Panther season pass for November, you get a Black Panther card. But according to Sick Jake, because I was asking, I was like, how does this work? Like, because he mentioned that they get released later. He said that 2 months after the battle pass, it just gets released as like a free card. So, and I don't know that I'm going to pay for it because it's $10. It's $10 for a battle pass, and it's like, and if they're doing them each month, that seems like that's like $120 a month.
That's a year. Yeah, that's an investment for sure.
So I don't know, and I'm also like feeling a little burned from. I loved Multiverses while I was playing it, and I don't regret paying the money that I did because I paid like the $60.
I think I got my $60 worth for sure.
But
I miss playing it, but I know if I get back in and play it, I'm just going to be mad.
Yeah, same. Girl, same.
I love the characters. I love the vanity stuff. I love everything about that game except the fucking community.
Well, I just hate that I'm not good at it is my problem. And I felt that creeping in a little bit on Marvel Snap as well, because it's like there's this mechanic. The reason it's called Snap is because if you feel like you're doing really well and you're gonna win, you press this button, you tap this button that says Snap. It looks like a Tesseract cube or some shit, and you hit it, and what it does is essentially if you win, you get double the rank up points, and there are ranks, and it's all like.
So it's Snap, like Thanos' Snap, like.
I think that's where they're. I think that's
the theme.
where they're pulling it in from. Although it doesn't really come across.
It should
like that
be
to
like
me.
if you do that and you lose half. You lose half your points. Because that's what Thanos did.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He took half of everybody away.
Well, and this voice comes up when you press it. That's like, I don't really like the audio design in it a whole lot because like they're really trying. They're just trying, and it's like
It cost me everything.
you tap the snap button. It's like snap, and it's like wow, man.
It's Macho Man Randy Savage.
It's like tone it down like 2. Because like I'm embarrassed to have my volume on when I'm playing this game at home. I'm worried Henry's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you playing?"
Language, Henry.
Pokemon Snap. I was hoping it was a Marvel movie on rails where you take pictures of other.
Oh, look, there's Spider-Man.
I would play that. That would be fucking
you
great.
are Peter Parker.
I would love to play that game.
But yeah, so if you feel like you're winning, you tap the snap button, and your opponent can do the same. And I hate that mechanic because it's like I never want to fucking use it because it's like I hate declaring I'm gonna win this game. I hate that. I fucking hate that because it's like a lot of times it's super close, and it's like if an opponent snaps, I get all bristly. I'm like, fuck you, snap back. And it's like, even when it's like, I got a 40% chance of winning this game. So what happens is when I lose, it's like, fuck, man. Fuck,
And then motherfucker on the other side's like, easy.
Yeah, no, there's no chat.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah,
you can't interact with the other. Oh,
there's none, and they don't do the fucking Hearthstone shit where it's like you can do like I don't know. It's been so long since I played Hearthstone. You could do like emotes and shit in that, right? Or at least like move shit around. As far as I know, you can't do any of that shit. Okay. So it's just like
sounds pretty good.
Get in, play game, leave.
Right.
Play
exactly.
game again.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
Which is nice, but sometimes they do a really good job of being like, hey man, you're not gonna know if you're playing against bots or not.
Right.
They do that. And it's like it's to the point where I'll be playing a game and I'm concentrating on the person's name more than I'm concentrating on the game because I'm like, is that a bot or is this a human?
His user 139764551
is doubtful. Is it doubtful refrigerator a bot or a real person?
It's pretty good.
Mine is Graveyard Duck. So, but it's like it matters to me. Just like when we were talking about multiverses, it matters to me. I don't care if I beat a bot. I don't care. For me, that calculates into the amount of fun and enjoyment that I'm having.
I understand.
I just can't. You know what I mean? And that's just like deep rooted in like, oh man, you're playing Quake 2 against bots? You know what I mean? Right.
I don't mind it so much, but that was just more of for training purposes.
Sure.
I liked playing in bots and like multiverses because it could help me figure out moves and not feel like I'm being and learning, and I was earning XP and stuff that way.
Sure.
So then I could get back in and play against real people and feel a little more confident in my, skills, my abilities, and doing the moves and stuff. So.
I totally get it. It's just one of those where it's like, and I can tell when I can tell if it's a human, and I've lost, like, this is what they did to me. I lost 2 times in a row against who I'm almost positive are human opponents. Mm-hmm. And then I play a real easy bot. And it's like, I see what you're doing, and I don't like this manipulation. Because you're like, fuck, man, if he loses 3 in a row, he might delete this app.
We're not going to get more money.
So, right, we're going to give, and it's like that. I don't like that. That feels real like slimy. I don't like that.
Well, it's like me playing LA Noire with the racing, the car
Right.
driving. Just press triangle to skip this.
Right? Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like that either. But I mean, I don't know.
Is it a mobile app or is it like on a console thing?
It's iOS, it's Android, as far as I know, and I believe it's on Steam too.
Okay.
So,
And I'm assuming it's free, and
It's
then
free.
you pay for battle passes and stuff.
no, it's free. Exactly. You could pay for battle passes. You can pay for gold. There's gold in the game. I've been playing this where it's like, I'm just not. I haven't like with multiverses. Immediately, I'm like, I want to buy all this shit.
I know.
I want to buy all these characters. I want to fuck around with all these characters. This has been the opposite, where it's been like, oh boy, I bet I could play this for free for like a real long time, and like never be like, I want to buy that.
Yeah.
But then again, also it might be, who knows? I mean, December might be like Deadpool month, and it's like, oh, I definitely want that Deadpool card.
Yeah.
So I'll probably pay $10 for that, you know. So I have a feeling and the art's real good. It gave me that like me in middle school collecting Marvel cards vibe, you know.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
Cool.
Energy projection 9.
Right?
Okay.
Right? And then you start, I wish, man, I do wish that they did that. I wish like there were more to the cards where it's like they had a back where they had like, because there are definitely characters that it's like, don't know who that is. No idea.
Yeah.
Powerful card. Great. Feel like I should know it. This character because the card's so fucking powerful. I don't know who White Tiger is. No idea.
There's a Marvel encyclopedia in there. We'll look him up.
Let's look him up. Do you know who White Tiger is?
No.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot better because it's like, no idea.
It's either Siegfried or Roy. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
Is he the one?
Right?
Is he? No, that's never mind. We'll look it up.
Yeah.
I'm interested now. I'll
Yeah.
look it up.
All right.
I'll get the book whenever we go for break.
Okay. All right.
It's in the house.
I'm ready to learn.
Oh, it's at the
I'll get
house?
it, yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it then.
I could have looked it up online. Don't care enough. Don't care enough
Be
to.
better. It's like a Flopsy when we look it up in a book.
I know. That's right. Be a new segment, the Marvel character of the week. we'll randomly determine what Marvel character we're going to learn about.
That's not bad.
That's very on brand for us. And then other than that, I've been keeping up with Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, regular stuff. Still great.
Whatever, I think I see on TikTok whenever they do the anime of the week, whatever, it's been consistently Chainsaw Man.
It's real good.
1. Yeah.
It's real good. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Well, do you want me to roll this D4 and see how we'll go clockwise for the sandwich draft?
Yeah, we're gonna do a sandwich draft.
Sandwich draft. So any sandwich.
Any sandwich.
So it can be, a Big Mac, it could be a peanut butter and jelly, whatever. Any kind of
Yes.
sandwich. All right. And then we'll start, let's see what Dave 1, Ian 2, me 3, and then whoever goes, then we'll go clockwise.
Okay.
Sure.
2, Ian.
Nope, that's a 3.
Oh, 3, me, Ian. So me, Ian, Dave.
Okay. You guys are gonna take all the good ones.
There are a lot of sandwiches. I don't know.
We all know there's only 2 good sandwiches.
I'm gonna think while I write in all my numbers and names here.
Uh-huh.
Because what would be? So I want to be. I could go very general, but I want to go specific.
Okay.
So what's a sandwich that I always crave? Gonna say
Wait. Can we include breakfast sandwiches
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I'd say, yeah.
I'd say it's a sandwich.
That's a
Yeah.
sandwich is right in the name, yeah?
in this? Yeah, it is. That's a good point. Okay, sorry, continue.
So I will say Italian hero. I love a good Italian sandwich.
Italian, yeah. Real good. Good choice.
So I was thinking about basic, but I was like, yeah. I'll be very, very narrowly focused on the sandwiches that I like.
I feel like that's middle ground.
Yeah.
Because, you could have gotten real specific with it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, from this particular deli, you know what I
Penn
mean?
Station.
Right,
Right.
Italian,
right.
yeah.
This is a tough one for me because I eat a lot of sandwiches, you know.
I'm assuming it's gonna be a breakfast sandwich.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not at the top of the list.
Okay.
I may throw. I just wanted to make sure to throw that out there before Tyler made his pick in case it said, oh yeah, I do like this better. I
Yeah.
wanted
Gotcha.
to be fair about it. So
I appreciate that.
You're an honorable draftsman.
I am. I'm a gentleman. I am the gentleman draftsman.
You are. That's a Marvel character.
It got it.
He was an Iron Fist villain.
He ran in. Yeah, he ran around with White Tiger.
Yeah.
I am going to. God, this is a tough one. I think on the top of my list, I'm going with a good old meatball sub.
Oh,
I thought about
man,
that.
that's a
I thought
good
about
one.
that.
I don't
That's
get
a
to eat
real
a
good
lot
one.
of them because they don't agree with me all the time, and I'm not an onions, pickles kind of person on. I like sandwiches to be
man.
kind of svelte,
Neat.
Yeah, I don't. You know, I like a little mayo on this or a little mustard on that, but
Uh-huh.
I rarely. And lettuce is kind of a given for like most lunch meat sandwiches. I'll do that, but generally I don't like put tomatoes and onions and all the other crap on there that a lot of people do like.
I don't
because-
if I'm making it.
Yeah, well,
If someone else says,
Yeah.
fucking please.
Load it up.
Load it up, right? Yeah.
yeah, you do that work. I'm just having one piece of bologna, one piece of American cheese. Fuck them. I'm not even gonna get the mustard out. I don't want to fuck with it. But so I like my meatball sub
It's good.
with not a heavy amount of sauce. I don't like a lot of sauce, just enough for flavor because I like the meat in the ball form.
Yeah.
I like the balls in my mouth.
Yeah.
To be naturally flavored as meaty.
Yeah.
But lots of provolone cheese on that. And that's it. No onions, no nothing else. Just bread, meatballs, little sauce.
Meat, cheese.
Heavy cheese.
Bun done.
Yeah.
Meat, cheese, bun done. I like it. Dave, you're up, buddy.
I really like the, I don't know if you ever had it, sweet and spicy meatball sub from Firehouse. It's a really good like chain restaurant meatball sub. But I don't know, might not be a hit for you because of the sauce stuff that you
I've
just
never
said.
eaten anything other than the one sandwich I always get from them.
What do you always get from them?
The brisket.
My number one. No, just kidding.
No,
I
it's
do.
fine.
I do like the brisket quite a bit.
I don't know if it'll make my list, but that's the go-to for me at Firehouse every time.
It's a good sandwich.
It's the most calorically heavy and the most expensive
most
sandwich,
expensive.
of course.
Yeah.
Because I can't just go in and have a nice light sub. I got to eat the fucking barbecue sauce. It's got barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, fucking cheese of 3 different. Ugh.
None of them are low-cal subs.
None.
So I mean, but you're right. That is the
That's
most
the
dense.
worst.
But not it's so
This
hard to.
nap fuel is what I like to call that
Yes.
sub. I used to get one of those at lunch when I was at the office. We would go to Firehouse because it wasn't far
Yes.
from the office.
Yeah.
And I'd eat the whole fucking thing. And then by the time I get back to my desk and start working, I'm like trying to keep my head up because I'm so carved out and sleepy. But that's a good nap if you can get it.
If you can get it.
If you can get that post brisket sub, Firehouse sub nap,
Perfect nap.
You're gonna love it.
10 out of cherry.
10 out of 10. Would nap again.
Right.
All right, you're up, Dave. Sorry.
No worries. Here's my answer. My number one pick. I'm
I
saying
think I
it.
know what it is.
Do you?
I think I do.
Okay, good. I'm saying it just to make certain people angry. I'm going with a hot dog.
Not what I thought. Not what I thought.
Going with a hot dog.
Now, Dave, I have a question.
Hot dog,
Yes.
Hot dog is a sandwich. I agree with you.
Technically, it's a taco, but
So is a meatball sub, technically.
technically, that's a taco. Yeah.
How do you prepare if you're gonna do it up?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about Dave style. I don't want to fuck with it, hot dog. I'm talking about what is your ideal hot dog?
People hate boiled hot dogs.
I
I've
do
found.
not hate boiled
I
hot
like
dogs.
boiled
I
hot
do
dogs.
too.
If I gotta have my number one pick though, they're on the grill. But I mean,
I prefer boiled to grilled.
Do you?
Honestly, I've never been much on the grill flavor.
Yeah.
That's just not my thing. But
Sure.
yeah. Okay.
But I found out later in life, my mom used to, well, I didn't find this out later in life, but when I was a kid, my mom would boil hot dogs. That's how we
How
did
you do
hot
it?
dogs.
That's how you do it in middle class families. You boil them.
You boil those fuckers.
Or the microwave. That's how we do
And
it.
see, that's how I do it when I'm like, Dave needs a lunch, and he's like, well, just cut a fucking 5 slits in this hot dog, throw it in the microwave, and then put it on a bun and enjoy. But yeah, man, I found out later in life that like a lot of people do not like boiled hot dogs.
I learned that my favorite way to cook it, though, I prefer boiled. That's just always been my go-to, same as you.
Yeah.
The air fryer version of a hot dog.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Cut X's in the top of it.
Uh-huh.
All the way up, and about halfway in deep.
Yeah.
And just X's all up and up the length of the hot dog. Throw that bad boy in there and keep an eye on it because it'll burn quick. But it gets kind of that crispy,
get crispy
grill.
on the-
Gets that crispy
Nice.
grill
Okay.
texture, but it
Like a
gets-
gas station
but
hot
it stays
dog.
hot and juicy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I mean, I never trust a gas station hot dog.
No, you
but
shouldn't.
okay.
I hate the shit out of a gas station. Everything on the roll when they have like the big double-sided roller
Sure.
with all sorts of weird shit on them. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Makes Melissa like I'll come out with like 2 weird things. She's like, "Oh my god."
2 more weird things.
Buffalo chicken and some sort of sausage thing. Yeah, that's fine.
I trust you people.
That's so gross. Yeah.
I trust you minimum wage gas station workers to maintain my food safety.
Safety rollers. Come on.
We put your
They're
fuel.
hot.
Probably hot enough over the course of 12 hours. All right, my number 2 will be a traditional banh mi. Love a good banh mi. So Vietnamese sandwich, like crusty bread, usually a baguette, pickled vegetables, cilantro, pork, ham, or pork and sometimes like a pate spread, and then fucking love a banh mi. All
Okay.
the pickled vegetables are just so good, and I love cilantro. I can do cilantro for days.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Going very similar. I do like subs. I do. But this can come in many forms. I love a Philly cheesesteak.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Again, I don't like the peppers and onions.
Oh boy.
I can't do it. I just can't do
Sure.
them.
Sure.
But I can do peppers, but I feel like when there's green peppers or yellow and red peppers on something, it doesn't enhance the flavor. That's all I can taste. And I like to have meats and cheeses. That's where I'm at. So a good old Philly, though, is right there at number 2 for me.
Like if I go to Subway, I can't get mayo and mustard because that's all they put it on so heavy. No matter how light I say it's so heavy, and that's all. It's just a mustard sandwich.
Right. Yeah.
So
I will get the Philly I really like the Philly from Penn Station because you can get, that one I always leave, I don't get onions on it, but it does have banana peppers that you can get in banana peppers,
Right.
which I do like the banana peppers on it, and lots of cheese and mushrooms. I like mushrooms a lot, and that's really good in a Philly for me. So
I'm with you 100%.
that's my Philly. That's my number 2 Philly.
My number 2 is probably what you were going to guess my number 1 was going to be, shrimp po' boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, shrimp po' boy, number 2 sandwich. Nothing fancy. Baguette, fried shrimp, mayonnaise. Shrimp po' boy.
Sounds delicious. I've never had one.
They're good. They're very simple. They're good.
Is that what it is? Is fried shrimp, mayo on bread?
There are definitely some people who dress it up, but that's pretty much.
Are you a purist with the po' boy like I am with the certain sandwiches where I don't like a bunch of stuff on it?
Yeah, I don't like a bunch of stuff on it, for sure. I don't like a bunch of stuff on it. And I also don't really like to eat a shrimp po' boy anywhere else other than home. Yeah.
I get it.
And it's kind of one of those where it's like, I don't know. There was a gas station that sold them, and it was really good there. It's like a gas station right on the Gulf. You know what I mean? So it's
The thing is, though, around the Gulf, that kind of place is the best place to get food.
yeah.
Panama City Beach is the same way. You go to the gas station and it's this one place, the only place where you can get this one kind of something, that everybody loves and it's famous around. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's I get that totally.
So yeah, I guess specifically an on the Gulf shrimp
the
po'
Gulf.
boy.
Shrimp of the Gulf.
Yes.
Oh boy. If they don't call it that, they can't. Trademark.
Trademark.
My number 3 will be a harken back to a simpler time. Fried bologna and cheese.
Damn.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Good.
Damn, man. Yeah, you gave me an idea.
That fried bologna sandwiches, fried bologna and cheese, fried meat and cheese at home sandwich. Some of my favorites. You know, just good old white bread, butter, cheese, and meat.
Yep.
Sizzle, sizzle. You're done. I love it.
Cut the little edges so the bread so it doesn't curl up. Yeah.
Specifically bologna.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I like a hot ham and cheese.
I do. I like
bit.
hot ham and cheese too.
Hardee's, baby. If I go to Hardee's and I'm
you're
not
right.
in the mood for a burger,
Yeah.
the big hot ham and cheese is where I go next
Yeah?
because I've always loved those.
Okay. I don't
So
think I've ever
good.
tried that.
Oh, that's really good. You should get
Yeah?
a Hardee's hot ham and cheese sometime.
Okay. All right.
But get the big one because the little one is like it's all bread.
I'll get one right before my root canal.
Yeah.
Literally right before
There
it.
you go.
So
On the
you'll
way
throw
to your
throw it out.
Just fucking teach you not put me under.
I remember one time I had some kind of a filling at the dentist's office, and I ate a bunch of wild berry Pop Tarts right beforehand, and I threw them up all over that office when I was under some anesthesia. So
Oh boy.
Yeah. why
right
they-
when my cousin's husband walked in, who was a UPS driver, and he was like, "Hey, Tyler," I was like, "Hey."
It's like out of a sitcom.
Oh, very much. It was all blue and purple.
It's all that wine. All that dentist waiting room wine.
Got the water jug, the Keurig coffee maker, and the big jug of wine.
Ah, the dental wine.
Bring me the dental wine. Oh dear, Rob,
What's the
dental
difference?
wine.
Fluoride.
That's how Dionysus
It's the-
controls you. The fluoride in the wine.
Oh shit!
Bring me the Beaujolais with the fluoride.
I have my teeth to consider. Tyler. Oh wait, you did yours. It's my turn.
Cheese. Yep, your turn.
Going traditional. Fan favorite. Peanut butter and
knew it.
jelly
All right.
with strawberry
Okay,
jelly.
because that's on my list, so I had to specify strawberry jelly.
Not
I
grape?
don't give a fuck about grape jelly.
I feel like-
strawberry all
Fucking
day.
hate
I feel
grape
like
jelly.
grapes probably. I say this as not a grape jelly enjoyer, but I feel like the general population is grape, right?
Maybe. I've only we never had grape jelly at home when I was a kid. I've
Yeah.
never purchased grape jelly since I've been out on my own as an adult. It's always strawberry jelly, so I don't know.
So I grew
And
up
it's
on strawberry
jam.
jelly, bought strawberry, and was like, "Fuck it, I'm never going back."
I gotcha. Yeah, I like preserves, but they make Smucker's makes one that's like seedless and chunkless. So it's like jelly, except it's still preserved somehow.
Yeah.
That's the way I like to make it. Thick peanut butter, thick jelly, cut into triangles.
Triangle's important.
Got to be in triangles.
Has to be in triangles.
see, I like
Rectangles, send that
peanut
shit
butter.
back.
Instead of one thick layer of peanut butter, 2 medium layers of peanut butter on each side of the bread, so that jelly doesn't soak through.
Ah,
That's how I do it. Melissa hates it.
a
That's
vapor
how I do
barrier
it.
of peanut butter.
Yep.
A moisture barrier. I also the best part of a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich to me is the crust of the bread. I do like the
I'm with you.
crust the most. So that's my
Smooth.
big 3. Smooth. Yep.
Yeah.
Never really cared for chunky.
Yeah.
I get why
Crunchy?
people would or crunchy. Excuse me. I said chunky.
But so you love me.
Open wide for.
You care for
I
chunky.
do. I open wide for it all the time. I get why people like it. I just personally I don't like the peanuts in it.
Sure.
I like it smooth. Like opening a brand new jar of peanut butter and it's like playing in the snow that first morning and just cutting into
yeah.
it. It's like, oh yeah.
It
that's
is
good
nice.
stuff.
That is a really good feeling. I'm not a big PBJ guy. I just
I don't eat them much.
I don't like the
but
J.
I love them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the
What
J.
about PBH?
Peanut butter and
hockey?
ham.
It's ham and hockey.
Oh, good. All right. Canadian bacon?
Honey.
Honey.
Honey's very good.
I don't-
You can buy peanut butter and honey Uncrustables that are really good.
I haven't tried that. I haven't tried honey on a.
Peanut butter
peanut-
and honey is fucking spectacular.
I'd probably like it better than peanut butter and jelly. I don't like the J.
The meal that it was either Bush or Obama ordered the most out of the White House kitchen was peanut butter and honey sandwiches.
They're great. They're so good. And like
Or peanut butter, banana, and honey. I
peanut
think
butter,
that's good,
banana, and honey is delicious as well. I don't always have bananas around, but if I think about it, I will make honey, peanut butter and honey. And if I had thought about it, I would have said peanut butter and honey instead of peanut butter and jelly. But either way, I'm good.
I haven't gone yet. I don't think it's
I'm
too
good.
late.
I like my choice.
The thing about peanut butter, banana, and honey sandwich, the part that like turns me off about that is the bread. Like if I could get the bread out of the equation, I don't know. I think all of a sudden I can fuck with
The
that.
best,
but
I think
Or you
I've-
just do the little segments of banana, a little smear of peanut butter, a little
Th-
drop
that-
of honey.
that sounds delicious. I can eat that shit with a fork. That sounds
Yep.
great.
I used to eat that on graham crackers, which
Oh, that sounds good
graham
too.
crackers
Yeah,
with peanut butter and banana.
Yeah.
I didn't put honey on those, but that was like my breakfast.
that
every
sounds great.
morning
Yeah, well, put some honey on
growing
there. man.
up.
Yeah,
Drizzle a little honey. That
Yeah.
would be really good. But yeah,
Squeeze a
graham
bee
crackers,
over that? Yeah.
there you go. Just squeeze it. It comes right out of them.
yeah. That's how it works.
It's nonstop honey. Yeah. Okay. Dave, you're up. Number 3.
Going with a Cuban.
It's on my list too.
Cuban sandwich. I love these sandwiches.
Cuban Pete.
Cubans are fucking great.
I love them. And I've never had a bad one.
Flamingo Row has a really good Cuban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Country Castle has an okay one.
don't- Oh, I gotta try Country Castles. Okay. Yeah. Cuban.
My number 4, Ian, you brought it to mind, will be a s'more.
Okay. That's creative.
Fucking love s'mores, and yeah, I think it qualifies as a sandwich.
It does. I prefer an open face s'more, but
Yeah?
yeah.
A deconstructed s'more.
It's just
Yeah.
hard. It's hard to bite into a s'more when it's got graham cracker on both sides.
Right, exactly.
That's
It
why I'm the
squeezes
same.
out.
I don't like the top being.
Yeah.
I just like to have
Right.
an appetizer.
Yeah.
An hors d'oeuvre s'more. A s'more d'oeuvre.
Yeah.
If you will.
I'm sorry, the card says smoops.
Whenever you talked about the demon angle in that movie, my brain went, a dangle.
The dangle.
Ian, number 4.
I'm gonna go with a plain old Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Just the one that they started with is still the best for me.
Go ahead and scratch chicken sandwich. I guess I could go with a different place, but I'm not gonna lie. When I want a chicken sandwich,
That's where you want to get it.
that is where I want to get it. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go with a Reuben.
Reuben's a good sandwich.
I love a Reuben.
I have trouble with rye bread. I can't.
Yeah,
I don't enjoy it, but I will tolerate it for a Reuben.
for a Reuben.
Like I want to put the meat and the sauerkraut and all that on different bread, and I'd be fine, like sourdough or something.
Let me fuck with the formula a little bit. I don't fuck with the Thousand Island, so
really?
that might be a deal breaker for some people.
I would
Hey,
need
sauerkraut, makes up for it.
Anytime I get a Reuben, it's without the Thousand Island.
it. See, I would like my Reuben to be on
Or
sourdough.
before someone says something, I think it's technically Russian, which is close enough to Thousand Island. But somebody will say something.
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
I would have it on sourdough bread with the Thousand Island and the sauerkraut. And
Yeah.
very tender, delicious brisket. Is it brisket? What is it on? What is
It's corned
that?
beef.
Corned beef. Thank you. That's what I was going for. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't get it. Tyler, number 5.
I feel like I don't have a burger on there, so I will go with a patty melt. I love a good patty melt.
Patty melt.
First discovered those when I was working at Huddle House in college. I was like, holy shit.
Have I had a patty melt before? Describe a patty melt?
So I like the smash burger version. I think any burger is better as a smash burger. So smash burger, with Swiss cheese and onions, grilled
Okay.
onions.
Okay. What kind of bread? A bun?
I think it's usually on. I don't think it's on like rye or anything, but it's on like sandwich bread.
Okay.
So yeah, not a bun or anything.
Okay. I'm asking
We
these.
can confirm that.
Okay. And what is a smash burger? I've heard people say this a lot, but I don't know what it is.
So say you got your flat top grill and you have a ball of meat. So you put it down and then you smash it so you get that
It's like they do at Steak
crust
and Shake.
caramelization when
okay.
you smash it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
so
do
you get
that
a
at
thin,
just
crispy
hamburgers.
patty.
Thin, crispy patty.
That's what they do at just hamburgers.
Okay. That's a smash burger. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but just a traditional is just sandwich bread.
Okay.
Yeah, ground beef, Swiss cheese, caramelized onion, griddled. Here, this one says rye bread. I remember, working at Huddle House, and I started making them at home, and God, I love good patty melt, especially if they're really heavily caramelized onions.
So tell me, does an open-faced sandwich count as a sandwich,
Yeah.
or does it have to be sandwiched between two slices of something?
Look, man, you and I both chose taco as our number one, so I think it's
Yeah.
good, right?
I mean, it's our fucking draft. We can do what we want.
Yeah.
That's right. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I like a hot brown.
Good one,
hot
very good
brown.
Kentucky choice.
They're hard to come by in most places. You don't find them. You used to have them at CC Cohen when it was still a thing. Shandy's, whatever. And I don't know what they're gonna have now. But
Now it's Casey's restaurant, Stella's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know if they have hot brown, the Kentucky hot brown.
He did them at the hospital,
Okay.
so I wouldn't be surprised
You
if
go
he
down
put it on
there.
there one day.
You can go down
It's
there
good.
and eat. For those that do not know, a hot brown is a nice piece of bread with some roast beef, mashed potatoes, and brown gravy poured over top of it, eaten very quickly, which is the case when I get a hot brown because I gobble it up. I love me a hot brown. It's also very bad for you. It's like every carb and fat in the world all rolled into one sandwich.
Yeah, because I've also seen it with turkey and like a Mornay sauce.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could work with just about anything, but mine is the traditional roast beef, mashed potatoes, brown gravy on top.
Because that's what
over white bread.
When Choctaw came to prom, he was like, "What's a good dish I can get here?" I was like, "Go to the Brown Hotel and get a hot brown." That's pretty much that'd be a good one to do.
Yeah, that's probably the best place to get one.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, my list is done. Dave, you still got a spot. What are you going to put in it?
I don't have a burger. So, and the reason I was asking so many questions about what is a patty melt is because I had Frisco burger from Hardee's
those
on
are
my
so
list,
fucking good.
and I wanted to make sure that was not in fact a patty melt.
I don't know. That's sourdough bread, baby.
Sourdough. I do like that sour. That's why I was asking about the bun. I was like, is it on a bun? Yeah, man, I love that sourdough and that bacon, and it's
It
a
is-
real
that
like
is
simple ass.
Oh my God. It is an S tier sandwich. That is such a good choice. That
Yeah.
is the go-to for me when I'm not in the mood for a hot ham and cheese. It's the Frisco, and I like the Frisco breakfast sandwich as well.
I haven't had
Same
that.
deal. It's just bacon, egg, and cheese on the toast, on the Texas toast.
Yeah.
So
When I got the tooth abscess news, comfort sandwich. I went to
Nice.
Hardee's, got the Frisco burger, and
for you.
and ate it painfully. It was great and sucked at the same time because it was like,
Yeah.
well, if I chew on this side of my mouth, it'll be fine. What totally was not.
Everything I ate on the cruise was like that. So yeah, I get
Totally
that.
was not fine.
What about honorable mentions?
I got tuna fish, just a traditional tuna fish sandwich,
What-
tuna salad.
What do you put? Because I have that too. So when you eat a tuna fish sandwich, what do you put in it?
So much like Dave, it depends on how much of a hurry I'm in. Like if Dave's making a quick hot dog, I'll make quick tuna by just a spoonful of mayonnaise and a can of tuna. It's got to be white tuna, chunk white. I don't like the light tuna. I like the chunk white, which is essentially the
In a can,
chicken-
not in the bag.
in
The
can.
bag is very.
It doesn't matter.
It was put there by a man.
It doesn't. It's the chicken breast of. It's the chicken of the sea.
Yeah.
It's the chicken
It's
breast.
chicken.
of-
It's chicken of the sea.
Stay out of it, Nick Lachey.
But the white, the white tuna from a can, mixed with a little mayo. Now, if I have time, I'm adding some boiled egg in there. I like it with boiled egg mixed in.
Oh, I love
Chopped
it.
boiled
Oh, yeah.
egg. I do not like to add pickles or anything
Oh, I
like
do.
that to
Oh,
it.
man.
I like to eat a pickle on the side. I like to be able to dole out my own pickle portion. I don't want it to be part of the mix. But yeah, tuna, boiled egg, mayo.
Well, then I'm going to claim Tanya's chicken salad then.
Nice.
Since you're not, I haven't had it yet, so
Wow, I need to get
Someday.
you some.
I
I'll
do like
bring
a
it
chicken salad sandwich.
here. Hers chicken salad is not going to be good on bread.
Yeah.
You're going to want this with crackers or something like to dip it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like super thick.
Oh, okay.
It's more of it's like a dip.
Okay.
A really thick and unhealthy but delicious
Yeah.
dip. And I also had just a plain grilled cheese. Kind of falls in the same as the
grilled
bologna
cheese
and
is a
cheese.
good one,
Just
yeah.
a grilled cheese sandwich. A
Yeah.
little tomato-based soup on the side,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps, like a little ravioli. I don't like tomato soup, but I will eat tomato soup if it's accompanied by a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Just a
They'll
vehicle
do
to get-
at work. They'll do or what Casey used to make. It's like a grilled cheese with a layer of like tomato bacon jam in it.
Okay,
Oh, that was an adult grilled cheese. What he called it. Fucking great.
sweet.
I don't have many. I like a ham biscuit. And
You don't see ham biscuits that often.
I know
Country ham or like deli ham.
country ham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I only ever see those when you like have appetizers
Right.
at a party.
and that's the exact kind that I'm talking
Nice,
about.
nice.
Yeah, where it's like I finish eating one, and it's like I can feel like not a lot, but I can feel that butter between my fingertips. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, that's lubricated perfectly. And then, of course, I had chicken sandwich on here, but like I said, man, I it's got to be that. I like that spicy chicken
That's
sandwich
what
from
you
Chick-fil-A.
That's what you were thinking of when I said.
I
chicken
thought
sandwich.
Wendy's spicy chicken fillet for a second. That's the one I've eaten the most of. In my
Yeah,
That hot honey
same.
chicken sandwich is so good from there.
That is good too.
Although it's, man, having not had Wendy's for a really long time and then getting that spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's recently, it's like, holy fuck, they put so much mayo on this thing. And they have to because that chicken is dry. And it's like, it sucks because I used to love that fucking sandwich. And I feel like since I've had so many really good chicken sandwiches since then, where it's just kind of like, sorry, baby.
Yeah.
I found
Yeah.
I found another 2 or 3.
So in culinary school, in the middle of all the semesters, you would have your garde manger class, and the big test in garde manger was you had a group of 3 people, and you would do a 7-course meal and pick a theme. So ours was Southern. So for our appetizer, which is again one of my alternate sandwiches, which is a fried green tomato BLT. So good, so good. Of course, I had tuna fish on there. I had a lobster roll. I love a good lobster roll. Where I used to work had a great curry chicken salad, baguette, arugula, and then a curry chicken salad. And then my other, I still make this one at home today from that sandwich shop I worked at in D.C., would be baguette, goat cheese, onions caramelized in bacon fat, roasted red peppers, and then arugula tossed in balsamic vinaigrette. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Delicious.
Well, there we go. Sandwich draft.
That was a good draft. Got me
It
thinking
was.
a lot about
Hell yeah.
sandwiches. Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
So, guys, you want to take a little break?
Yes.
We get into talking about
Irem skills.
game.
Yes, of course.
Okay, well, I spit on my computer. All right, so listen to the music that I'm going to play. Do I know what it is yet? No, I don't. Get off my back.
Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper and I eat them for my lunch. If I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once. Sing that chorus again with me. Ready? Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper and I eat them for my lunch. If I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all
Okay,
at once.
we're good.
Bullshit.
We're back.
Don't say that. Come on, I'm already paranoid enough as it is.
It's all good. It's all good, baby. It's all good.
Never been a sound engineer before.
Yeah, you've been sound engineer for at least a month now.
It's been like 2 months, actually.
See? Aren't you feeling more confident?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can get him done in way less time than it was what it used to be. But before we get started
Yeah.
talking about Irem Skins game, you gotta do your teeth up. Skins.
It's yeah. You have to make your face a possum face in order to pronounce it that way.
I wanna elaborate on something. I have in my hand here part of the Flopsyverse.
Yeah, the extended Flopsyverse.
Flopsyverse. The Marvel Encyclopedia, the definitive guide to the characters of the Marvel Universe, a book I have owned for
By
many
Pat
years.
Contry, courtesy of
There is no author on this. I have
Uatu.
owned this book.
That's good.
I've had this book forever. It was in the big toy box.
Yeah.
I decided to pull it out from the potential
It's Tadpog.
prize winning.
Yeah, this is Tadpog property
Tadpog
now.
property now. And it is the second chapter in the third chapter in the Flopsyverse.
Rip Flopsy Senior.
Rip Flopsy Senior. I'm going to tell you a little bit about White Tiger, David.
Yeah, please. White Tiger.
White Tiger's first appearance was in the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu.
Fuck, I love that series.
Number 19 from 1975.
So he's an Iron Fist villain.
I don't know.
Yeah?
It's just the Deadly Hands
Okay.
of Kung Fu. It
Okay.
doesn't say Iron Fist. We'll get there. There's
Okay, all right.
short summary.
Okay, I got you.
To follow. Real name Hector Ayala. Excuse me, Hector Ayala. Occupation student. Base of operations New York City. New York City.
New York City.
Height and weight, eyes and hair are not specified.
Okay.
Apparently, that's never been defined.
All right.
Why?
There's
you
just asterisks next to height, weight. It says asterisk feet, asterisk inches, weight, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk pounds, eyes, 4 asterisks, and hair, 4 asterisks. So I don't know why they haven't said that here, but anyway, special powers and abilities. Amulet gave him enhanced strength and agility and an innate understanding of the martial arts.
Okay.
Student
You
Hector
gotta just know
Ayala.
kung fu bullshit style.
All right. Yeah.
I
know
know
Kung
Kung Fu. Student Hector Ayala discovered amulets once worn by the Sons of the Tiger that granted him superhuman strength, speed, agility, and martial arts skills. As the White Tiger, Hector fought crime in his poverty-stricken neighborhood, but he was badly injured during Gideon Mace's campaign to wipe out superheroes and retired his costume identity for years. On Hector's first night back as White Tiger, he was mistaken for a criminal, and he ended up shot dead.
Are we? I'm not sure this is the same White Tiger that's in the game.
He's just
His-
weak to guns. That's all.
Yeah. Right. My only weakness.
His amulets
Oh, okay.
have been passed on to his niece, federal agent Del Toro, who seems poised to become the new incarnation of the White Tiger. Here's a picture of White Tiger to confirm. Is that the White Tiger from your card?
I guess kinda.
Looks like Black Panther, only a white.
White
only
Tiger.
white
Moon Knight
with
plus Black
It's
Panther.
Moonlight meets Black Panther, yeah.
Well, in Marvel's
Moon Knight it's really more Moon Knight minus the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Marvel Snap, you play him. He's a 5-cost card. And there's only 6 turns in the game. So in each turn, you get 1 additional energy to spend.
Oh.
So on turn 5, you have 5 energy to spend. And there are locations that will adjust this, where it's like you can pull a location where it's like, boom, everyone gets 3 extra energy this turn to spend. But that's that's kind of rare.
That sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it is. It's huge. Since White Tiger's a 5-cost card, typically I can't play him until the game's almost over, turn 5 out of 6. And the way he works is he's a 5-cost card. He has 1 power, so he's weak. You play him, and then he summons a spectral tiger that gets placed at one of the other locations randomly. And that tiger is like a 7-power card.
Okay.
So I'm surprised nothing was mentioned about spectral tigers because that's like his.
They don't even know
in the game.
They
that's
forgot
like,
they did this.
right. Yeah.
This book is old.
It's old. That's an old book.
That is an old book.
So shit has happened since
book
then, for sure.
Came into my possession probably sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Well, I remember Josh Nance of TADPOG Sweethearts
McWayne had
fame. Well, Josh and I believe, totally believe
Did
that.
he have it too?
No, Josh and I used to go to Books A Million and read it there.
Yeah, you
And
were
then
correct.
leave.
I remember doing that.
But a good book. But yeah, there may be a revised
2006.
edition out there.
2006.
Okay.
Yeah, that tracks.
That's good. Yeah, there may be a revised edition out there, especially with the advent of the MCU,
Right.
and stuff like that. So
Okay.
anyway, that's White Tiger.
White Tiger.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you know what we're all here for?
Skins.
Skins.
Yes.
Some
Skins.
fucking skins. Well, you know why they call it Skins Game, right?
No. I
Skins.
don't. I'm
Skins
confused
tournament?
about it.
Skins is like slang for money, for dollars. It's another slang word for
Gross.
dollars. So that's why. And because in this game, one of the modes is a skins game where every hole if you win the hole, you win money.
This is a golf game, by the way.
It's a golf game, yes.
Yep.
For every hole that you win in the skins game mode, you win money.
It's not a sex thing.
It could be.
Every hole you get in the
It's not,
skins
though.
game in this.
It couldn't be. It could be, but it's not. And
a
so
golfing
whoever-
dating sim.
Yeah. Hey, I'd play it.
I'd definitely play it.
But yeah, then the most whichever player has the most money at the end of the skins game is the winner and
Fucking Ken.
takes home all their money. fucking Pete.
Fucking Ken. All your
Ken.
fucking money.
Fucking Ken.
That's who I lost to.
Fucking Pete.
Lost to Ken. This was an arcade game first in 1990 by Irem, believe it or not. And then it was ported to.
It looked a lot better in the arcade.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad looking SNES game. It was ported to the SNES in 1992. I do not know why.
That makes sense.
In the United States, it's a very 1992 SNES game. I don't know why in the United States it's called the Irem Skins game, and in every other
really
place it's
Major title.
Major title. I don't know. Was there already
Major title.
I mean, maybe in America we might have thought they forgot to put the title of the game on, like it was a placeholder. Major title.
name of game goes here?
I guess
Insert
they were-
major title here.
I guess they could have worried about it being confused like a boxing game or something, but I mean, you fucking
Maybe.
you fucking see the box.
Yeah.
Like, Irem Skins game is way more
It's a
confusing.
weird-
It's a weird.
name.
It's a weird name.
It is, and it's
How
fun.
about golf for money? Irem's golf for money.
Or just
Okay.
Irem's fucking golf.
high stakes,
You know
high
what I mean?
stakes golf, high stakes golf. Something that says it without using that really outdated weird slang.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that it also is golf. You know, I'm sure that maybe that slang was used more in the golfing world
Golf talk.
for golf
Yeah,
betting and things. You know,
Yeah.
Golf gab.
golf talk.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. Did you say Gorf?
Gorf torque. It's Gorf torque.
Yeah.
Dwarf goes golfing is pretty good.
I've seen the commercials for it, but I've never seen it.
Dwarf Gorf. Golf.
Golf. Yeah, you dwarf.
It's podcasting.
Hey.
So you guys see the box art. What'd you think?
I thought it was going to be a platformer.
With way too big of pixels.
It's a top-down shot of a guy putting on a green that has a $100 bill superimposed on the green.
Yeah. But I didn't think it was, it'd be a fun like Mario golf game. I was like, this is a tight golf simulation. be okay.
I'm going to. Well, what did you think about the box art? I mean,
I just thought
straightforward.
it was gonna be a golf game.
It's a golf game.
Is it $100 bill on the box art? The reason I ask is
I thought it was a $10,000 bill in like the
in the game when the
Yeah.
game starts up, it's a $10,000 bill.
Oh, is it?
And the only reason I remember that was because I was like, "Is there a $10,000 bill?" And I guess meant to look it up.
I
and
mean,
never
Mr.
did.
Burns had the $1 billion
$1 million bill.
So I don't know. But yeah, the guy's putting on the green and he putts and it's like the green turns into a $10,000
Yeah.
bill. It's like, wow,
Big money.
that is.
Well, and I think they do that because each hole, or at least the first like 12 holes in the skins game, is worth $10,000 per. Every time you win, it's $10,000. Every time you
Yep.
best your opponent,
or
on
if
the
you
hole.
draw, it carries over, so you get a $20,000 hole.
Yes, every time you tie, if you both get par, you both get birdie, whatever. If you tie it, that pot carries over to the next hole and the next and the next. I had a few times where I had one game where the pot I kept tying with the computer and the pot went to like it was like one of the later holes where the money goes up, the money values go up at some of the later holes.
Oh, okay.
And that gets added to that. So there was one hole I had in my game that I played that was over $100,000 prize money.
Yeah.
So
Because I played like 6 holes, and I was like, okay, I get it. I'm good.
The $10,000 bill featuring the portrait of President Lincoln's Secretary of Treasury, Salmon P. Chase. When it's a name, it's salmon, right? When it's the fish, it's salmon.
Hank,
I think that's
they put salmon on the tacos. Salmon.
Was the highest denomination U.S. currency ever to publicly circulate.
Oh, it was actually a thing.
It was actually a thing. And today, and by today I mean 2015, it was estimated to be worth upwards of $140,000
Nice.
per bill. Not too many of those out there.
Yeah, damn.
Good thing I kept mine.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, right.
Man, I want one of those. Sounds pretty cool.
So, yeah, it sounds great.
I would love to have one for about 5 minutes. How fast can I sell this? Is what I would be asking.
Or take that into one of those no denominations over $20 gas stations and try to pay with it. Just see I'm fucking having an aneurysm.
I want one just because I'm
This
a big
is worth
fan.
$140,000, I'll have you know.
I'm a big fan of Salmon P. Chase.
Who is it?
You don't get to see of his portrait a whole lot. So
Well, if you were to compare this game to a movie or a celebrity, what would the game or your experience with the game?
Well, I'm going to go with what is probably going to be kind of obvious, Caddyshack.
oh yeah, nice. Why though?
Because in Caddyshack,
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield's character is constantly betting
Yeah.
that Ted Knight's character won't make this putt or whatever. He's always spending money, throwing it around because he's stupidly rich. And in this game, you win large sums of money for besting your opponent in a hole. So, Caddyshack,
Caddyshack.
one of my all-time favorite movies. I love Caddyshack.
I was a little too young for it when it was like running on HBO, I guess, because I remember really liking the Gopher.
Oh yeah, the Gopher,
Love the Gopher. Love the poop in the pool.
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth. And I don't remember a whole lot more. You know.
One of Chevy Chase's best movies.
Yeah.
in my opinion, I love him.
I need to go back and rewatch it. It's been a long time.
It's dated, but
Sure.
it's still to me. I liked it better. I think that movie holds up better than Revenge of the Nerds, for example. It's not like so
What about when he rapes the
rapey.
gopher?
There is the gopher rape is fine though because it's a
Okay.
gopher,
Well,
and the gopher actually ends up liking it,
oh, it's gopher mind break.
so it's fine. But yeah, Caddyshack is my pick for the week.
All right.
I do have a Nick Cage movie as well.
Dave, what about you?
I went with the famous golf movie Ant-Man.
Ant-Man,
Okay.
yeah, that's true.
And I went with Ant-Man because I went into this game thinking that I wasn't going to like it, and then I ended up actually liking it quite a bit.
Me fucking too.
And-
Girl same.
Girl save. And that was how it was with Ant-Man, because Ant-Man was like, I was all about Ant-Man, and then Edgar Wright left that project, and I was like, I don't know about this Ant-Man movie. And then I didn't watch it for a long time. Then when I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Paul Rudd's like really charming. I forgot.
Oh, speaking of, I saw the trailer for Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp 3.
Yes.
Oh, it looks fucking good.
I didn't see Ant-Man and the Wasp. I haven't seen it
either.
yet.
Looks really good.
So Ant-Man.
Good pick.
Ant-Man.
I thought this game, spoilers, was okay. So I wanted to go with, according to IMDb, something golf related that was okay. So, The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Good movie.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all right. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's all right. It's
I like
okay.
Tin Cup
It was
better.
that or Tin Cup. I was trying to decide.
Tin Cup was a really good movie.
But I know Kevin Costner's your boy, so
Yes,
I didn't want to
have a soft
besmirch.
spot for him. No. I loved this game, actually.
Mm.
I actually really liked this game. I felt like it was tight. It had all the right elements. It was there for me. I played a full 18-hole skins game,
Girl, same.
and I won.
Nice. Well done.
I won by a fucking lot.
I was close, and then Ken started like really winning.
Yeah.
Who did you play as?
I played as the girl.
Donna.
Is it Donna? Is that her name?
That's what it
in the book,
defaulted for
she's-
me.
In the
whenever I
book,
just hit
she
enter.
is called Mrs. Stronggreen.
Huh. Okay.
But she's a very good, not a big power hitter,
Right.
but very good.
That's Ted, right? Was that his name?
Thanks. The very first guy.
Yeah,
was
the guy
power
looks
hitter.
like Mike Hagar.
Mr. Longshot.
Yeah, Mr. Longshot. That's him.
There's Mr. Longshot, Mr. Evenhand, Ms. Stronggreen, and Mr. Curve Club.
Right. That's Ken. Ken Curve.
Ken is a nut. I didn't play against or with Ken.
I guess I'm Mr. Curve Club too.
What?
Just take a second.
Okay, I didn't hear you. I don't know how I didn't hear you because you're
Club
right.
is my penis.
Oh,
My club curves slightly upwards.
that's not right. It's supposed to curve down, isn't it?
I don't
No,
think.
to the left. It's supposed to look like it's slightly confused.
But the knot in the middle is totally normal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We can all
thin
agree.
and then- it's thin and then thick and then thin again.
Yeah, correct.
Someone tied my snake in a knot.
Give me the flail.
The AI in this. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, my Nick Cage.
Nick
movie.
Cage movie.
Yeah, Nick Cage movie.
Much for the same reason you picked Ant-Man, I
Yes.
picked National Treasure.
Oh, okay.
Because I
Getting all
thought
that
going into
Salmon P.
National.
Chase bills.
Yeah, exactly. Getting all them salmons. That's what I like
All
to call
the
mine.
salmons,
All the
baby.
salmons.
It's all about the salmon.
It's all about them salmons. Fuck them Benjamins. I like me some salmons.
Yeah. Paper chase, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You kind of go into National Treasure. I kind of went into National Treasure not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did.
Yeah.
But I really liked that movie, and I liked the kind of Indiana Jonesy aspect, the historical thing, all the hard to believe shit in it. But it was really well done and really well put together. It was a fun time. It ranks up there in some of my favorite Nick Cage movies. So yeah, that's for the same reason. I very much enjoyed this game. I might play this one again.
Yeah.
And that's rare.
That's
for
rare.
me.
Yeah.
But it's a good all around golf game that I feel has a lot of variety. So
Is this the first golf game that we have played for this show?
Surely not.
did you play any Mario Golf or anything like that? Is that a thing on a Super Nintendo?
Not on the Super Nintendo. It's a thing, but
I
not
have
on
the
Super Nintendo.
one for Switch, the Mario Golf.
Yeah, the Rush or whatever
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
it's called. Because I struggled to think of another golf game that we've talked about on this show.
I'm looking, but yeah, I mean, I can't think of one either. That sounds crazy.
It does, right?
nuts
We're almost
that
like on episode
690
yeah.
is where we're at.
So
And that's 690 episodes of not golf.
right.
Let me look at this Sports Archive.
And there are definitely other golf games for the Super Nintendo. It just feels like we have not talked about any of them. Because it's like I was trying to think, I was like, what other golf games in the Super Nintendo have I played that I can compare this to? And I was like,
Man, I think you're right.
I feel like I have played a few golf games, and I have never played one I didn't like PC games or the Nintendo Switch with the Mario Golf or just in general. I like a nice golf game. It's just, I love the sport. You know, I don't play anymore. I wish I could, but I really like golf, and I love I loved this game. I thought it was refreshing. It was easy for me to understand. I felt like the controls were there. I mean, it was all around a very good game for me.
I'm glad you said refreshing, because that is kind of why I got to when's the last time I played a golf game? And it's been a long time. And I think that might have something to do with why I liked this so much.
Kirby's Dream Course.
Kirby's Dream Course is a golf game.
Closest thing.
That is a golf game, yeah.
But I mean, we've done a sumo wrestling game, but not done like a golf game.
Yeah. It's wild, isn't it?
And looking through at the amount of sports games we have covered is ridiculous.
Well, my Nick Cage movie
Yes.
is Grindhouse.
Okay.
And it's for the same reason I chose Ant-Man. I was surprised. I remember watching Grindhouse and the reveal that Nick Cage is Fu Manchu was like, what? And then they just move on.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how this game was, where it's like, holy shit, I like this. This is crazy. I played this for like 2 hours.
I did
and
too.
it didn't feel like it.
I played this last night, and when I looked, I was on like hole 16 of my skins game.
And I like that.
Skins game.
I like that angle of it too. I like that that it's a skins game and it's not a straight up tournament. You can play it as a tournament.
You can.
But it's more fun when it's like each hole has a dollar amount and there's like a closest to pin contest.
I was
on
gonna
some
say
holes.
the closest to if you are playing against whoever, if you get a hit and you land in one shot closest to the pin, you get 20 grand. You get $20,000, and that actually shot me over the top to be in the lead. And from that point on, I was able to win because I was like 10 grand behind, and then I got that, and it shot me ahead. And it was interesting because I was playing it. I got to like hole 16. I looked up. It was fucking 12:30. I'm like, at night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to go to bed after I finish this game.
Right.
Because I wanted to finish.
Yeah,
It was a fun game for
Yeah.
me.
No, I get it. I just think it was very cool that it was set up the way that it was.
Agreed.
With the skins tournament. The skins tournament.
Skins.
There aren't a lot of sports games to in Nick Cage's large filmography. So the closest I could find was Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes.
Eyes.
Good.
Where it starts with a
movie.
boxing match. So Snake Eyes.
Not a great movie, but I liked it. It was entertaining. I've seen pretty much everything of his up to a point. When he goes through a really weird phase and does like Mandy. Have you seen Mandy?
Yeah, Mandy's wild.
Crazy.
Mandy's like a Call of Cthulhu
It
movie
is
almost.
super out there.
Yeah.
I loved it, but yeah. Gotta be in the right mood.
How about some good things, some bad things?
You know, this is one of the first games that I've done with you guys since I've been on the show that I actually kind of struggle to find bad things for a change. For me personally, it was like kind of a struggle. My good things, though, first and foremost, I just really liked the interface. I liked the controls. I thought it was easy to pick up and play. It was easy to understand. It was exactly what it needed to be from a control
I struggled
standpoint.
for like 3 holes where I kept like pressing the wrong thing when I meant to do something, and then would shoot it, undershoot it, or whiff. I would whiff and then pick the wrong. I don't know how clubs work. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
glad they at least recommend you a club.
They do. They
do.
recommend
They start
you a
with the
club.
right club that'll put you either just past the pin or just short of the pin. And as long as you factor in the wind, you're usually in good shape.
And they almost always, I think always, whenever you're about to hit, whether it's from the tee or the fairway or wherever, they always point you at the pin,
That
which is good sometimes,
That
but
happens.
bad other times.
That is a common feature of golf games.
Yeah.
They automatically point you at the pin.
it makes sense,
first
right?
To show you where it is.
Sure.
But then you've got to look at the map to
Right.
see how the fairway runs. Does it dog leg? Does it, whatever, so you know how to hit the ball. Some cases, if you've got a power hitter, you could make it to the green in one over this, neutral zone. Out of bounds is what it would be.
Right.
But it's rare. Usually you need to stick to the fairway,
Unless it's a video game,
unless it's a video.
in which case, fucking swing away
Go
like
for it.
signs, baby.
Do it. Swing
Yeah.
away.
Swing away, Casey.
We're probably gonna have a lot of good things.
I do.
in some way,
I'm
but-
just going to kind of run through these
Sure.
real quick if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I liked the fact that you could choose from multiple golfers with different play styles.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that adds variety to the entire game. Like you go through and play as one, you could play as another and have a completely different
I've played a lot of
experience.
golf games aren't just a generic golfer, and you just pick the power bar and the clubs. There's
Right.
not usually a
You don't get to pick a character type. And then the fact
Reminded
that
me of Super Tennis in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Super Tennis does that where they have a roster. and
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
a large roster. If I had like one thing to build on, it would be to have more than 4 players.
I
Like
agree.
maybe have like 12.
I feel like sometimes in games like that, I get intimidated by too many.
Okay. Yeah.
And I like having limited choices in that regard.
And you know what? That's a real fair statement too, because that only having 4 jives with the general concept of this game,
Sure.
because it is an arcade style
Absolutely.
golf game more
Absolutely.
so than it is a simulator.
Well, and the fact that I think too, in addition, you can have up to 4 human players. You can play with other people, just taking turns.
Sure.
It seems like that should be just standard, and I don't know if it is or isn't because this is the first one we've done. But I like that. I think we've just got tons and tons of replay value here, just on the fact that you've got 4 different characters to play as.
Well, if you beat every mode with every golfer, then you unlock the anti-golfer, who is
Yeah.
an inverse black and white character with all max stats. So yeah,
Got it. I'll do
or
that.
Shooter McGavin. I didn't know which one to go with.
Shooter McGavin. I think it is Shooter McGavin. And then I have
See you at the Red Lobster.
I liked this sort of builds on that really, just the variation of modes. You've got the skins game, you've got a tournament mode,
Right.
which you can play as either 18 or 36 holes. Which 36 hole tournament would be a long boy.
Yeah.
That would take a minute.
Yeah, that's probably half a work day.
Me and yacht.
And then the modifiers and stuff, like the closest to the hole bonus. Some of the holes in the skins game, prize money is higher, like in the later holes. Some of them, if you can get under par, they double the prize money for that hole, which I did, and that's how I ended up winning my game so ridiculously, because I had 2 holes where I birdied and won the hole and ended up doubling the prize money.
Well, I think you only get the prize money if you do birdie. Like I got double when I eagled.
It was going under par.
Right. Which would be a birdie.
Correct.
One under par, right?
You get double the prize. If you win the hole with a under par, it doubled the prize money for that hole. I got nothing for eagle. Well,
No.
no, it was under the hole that I'm referring to, and I meant to. I actually meant to screenshot that, but it was just under par. It didn't say you had to be 2 under par. It just said under par.
Well, right, which is a birdie's 1 under par,
It
right?
is, correct.
So in order to win the hole, you need a birdie
Or better.
or better, which would be an eagle.
An eagle would be 2 under par.
And when I eagled, that's when it doubled the prize money.
Okay,
for
so
that
it's
hole.
the same. It's the same result for either. If you win the hole by the least amount of strokes,
I see. So if you
If he-
birdie
if
and
I
everyone
birdie-
else pars,
I win.
then and it's doubled.
It's doubled for me,
Right,
Because I won
okay.
the hole.
Gotcha.
If your computer opponent got birdie and you got
And I got
eagle,
eagle.
you win.
Okay.
And it's under par, which doubles the money.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense. So it's not dependent on how many strokes you win by. It's just whoever wins the hole.
Well, it is determined by least amount of strokes simply
Because they win the hole.
Whoever gets the least amount wins. And if it is you and someone else both had the same amount, then it would take that money. I don't know if it would double it and take it into the next round.
Well, because there was one hole where I birdied and Ken birdied, and what happened was none of us won that hole.
Right.
And then the prize money carried over to the next hole.
But was it on
That
a
happened to
double?
me.
Was it on a double prize money hole for going under par?
I don't understand that question.
So there's certain conditions in certain holes. Like there'll be a hole that'll
on
be
certain
like
holes. It would say before you play the hole, if you win the hole
right.
under par, it doubles the money.
Right.
So in that case, if you both went under par, did it double the money and carry it to the next hole?
Yeah, that I don't know because when we both birdied, it wasn't on one of those special holes.
Gotcha.
so many scans to consider.
Yeah, I mean there are a lot of
Theater to scan.
a lot of weird rules to it, and
It was again. I think that made it fun.
totally.
I
didn't
love the
feel
fact
like
that
I
they
needed
mixed
to
it up.
understand it.
No,
You know what I mean?
Because really, all you need, the other, kind of going on the controls thing and everything else. Not only do you have the club you can choose, the direction you can face, you can change your stance, which means your curve one way or the other. So if you want to try to aim it off but curve it in to stay, with the lie of the fairway, you can do that. And then the amount of power that you use.
Right.
I mean,
We need to talk about that for a minute because that's one of the things that separates it from a simulation from an arcade style. The bar that you hit, how like golf games
Right.
always have that fucking, they got that bar and the line is moving. You got to hit it. You got to time the hit.
you want it to hit dead center on the line.
Typically.
And if you go above it, you hit short. And if you go below the line, you hit high. It hits the ball
Right.
high and puts backspin on
Right,
it.
exactly.
And if you get in the red zone on either end, you whiff.
Right.
You miss the ball altogether.
And what's usually in a simulation golf game, you're controlling your power in that same manner. This game lets you set your power. So
Which
you can
is
set it to whatever you want. And
super cool.
And it's
I like
great.
that.
And you can mathematically, I actually got a lot of enjoyment out of this because the game will tell you are X amount of yards from the pin. And it's like
in your club if you hit the ball, they'll tell you that a 1 wood will hit a ball 240 yards.
Right, depending on your golfer.
Depending on your golfer.
Sure.
So if it tells you that it always tells you how far away you are from the pin.
Right.
And that
And
is a straight line to the pin.
right.
But yeah.
You can start mathematically being
Exactly.
like, okay, well,
It's-
let me do my power at
third.
60%.
Yeah,
right.
If my club will hit the ball 90 yards
Right.
at full power, but the pin is only 30 yards away,
Right.
I want to set my power at about 1/3.
Right. And I liked that.
That was awesome.
That was a lot of fun.
No, it was great.
And then there's wind that comes into effect, and it's like you calculate. Okay, well, I got to compensate for the wind. I got a lot of enjoyment out of that.
I really did. I did too. And I was smiling when I was done. I was like, this was fun. I had fun for the rare fun time. I don't have anything to complain about. Honestly, I liked it. I liked just about everything about it. I think they got it just right. And we played this because why? This was just picked rando.
Yep. This is a randomizer.
What else did we play that was done by these folks? It was an Irem.
By Irem?
Is there another Irem game
There
that we
is.
did?
Yeah, we've done one recently. I wish I could remember.
Yep. So so for golf, is it an ace is a hole in one, and then you've got eagle, birdie, par, bogey,
Double bogey.
double bogey,
Triple bogey.
Okay.
Yada yada.
They did Gun Force, or at least they did the
okay.
arcade version. And then Bits did the port.
Okay.
So that was probably the most recent one.
Well, this worked for me. It's in my top favorite.
Oh, they
games.
did Dinosity too.
Yeah, Dinosity, good
Nice.
old Dinosity. This is better than both of those games, although I haven't played the arcade version of.
And they
Gunforce.
did Kung Fu for the NES.
Yeah,
Ooh, classic.
and the arcade.
Just according to the Irem archives on the website.
Yeah, on the TADPOG website. A couple of good things I have about the game. I loved how each hole is introduced. Like each hole has its own
Yeah.
introduction.
They give you a little.
They
They
go-
give
yeah.
you a little. You know, you need to watch out. There's two. You
Yeah.
gotta hit over the water twice on this hole.
Uh-huh.
They warn you. They
They-
say, "Hey,
yes.
these are things to look out for."
Yeah, they go over the features. I felt like it was really helpful. They give you the total yards.
Yeah.
They give you the par. So it wasn't one of those things where it's like they just drop you and they show you a map of the hole. This is all before you tee off. And I felt like that was really nice because I didn't feel like I was just dropped onto a tee. And it's like I'm trying to look around, like, what's the par for this course? You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
yeah.
everything, they kind of like just ease it in. They're like, here's the information. Just press a button when you're ready.
Tap it in.
All right, tap it in.
Tap it in. Tappy tappy.
I liked the presentation of the game.
Even if they didn't grammatically get everything correctly in their hints.
That's right.
yeah.
I thought the graphics were colorful. I liked the voice.
Great
Good-
shot.
good shot.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
shot. When you put it right where you're supposed to, it rewards you by saying, "Hey, you did it. That's exactly where you should be."
for 1992, I felt like
Yeah.
that was impressive. I thought, especially for 1992, the cutscenes are really nice. Like if you get a birdie, the camera because like it's a golf game, so the camera's behind you when you're swinging. If you get a birdie or an eagle, anything
Below par.
right? The camera mode 7. Maybe honestly one of the best uses of mode 7. Truly. The camera fucking like spins around from the back of the golfer to the front of the golfer.
And shows you a little victory
And
dance.
shows him like, doing like the yes
Yeah.
motion. And it's like, this is 1990 fucking 2?
They really gave it some thought.
Yeah, so I thought I was really, really, really impressed by that. I thought that was a really nice fucking cutscene for a golf game.
And I do like the way they laid out the putting, where on the right side of the screen, you've got the topographical map of the green, which, by the way, was ridiculous.
I know,
I
right?
mean, these were like fucking putt-putt course
Yeah,
greens.
totally. It's like, oh man, we just put Pac-Man in the middle of this one.
Like with these huge dips and hills and valleys, which is like, okay, that I didn't care for
Yeah.
just because
It's unrealistic.
it took away from the realism that
Yeah.
ultimately was there. It was a very realistic game until the putting. But they show you that on the right or on the left, and then you in a little narrow column on the right. They don't leave that out. You know, they didn't make it to where you're standing on the green, but I like the fact that you see the whole green from the top.
Right.
So you can plot out your shot
Sure.
better.
Because the slope's going to affect how the ball
Yeah.
rolls. And
again, it kind of goes towards the game's good points is the composition of everything on the screen. You know, the map of the course on the right-hand side when you're driving, everything is just like easy to see where you're going,
Yep.
what you're doing.
all the control related things are like a strip at the bottom.
And you just hit your shoulder buttons to go between them. I got to the point where I was like doing it so fast, you know, just bloop, 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 power down, bloop, 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 direction. You know, it was really just really good. Really good shit.
And the last good thing I had was, and this is going to be very subjective. I know a lot of people don't like this. I like the music. It reminded me of Pilot Wings.
Okay.
And
I can see that.
it's a very like early SNES sound to it.
It does.
Like,
You're right.
Yeah.
And it's upbeat and it makes you feel like, you know, it's exciting. One of my favorite I used to have this golf game on PC like back in the 90s. That was, I don't even remember the name of the game, but it was one of those games where It had like ambient sounds of like birds
sure.
and wind and things going on. And I would just, if I was having a bad day, I would just put my headphones on and fire up that
Fire up
game
golf.
and just
Yeah.
listen and play golf. And it was like, for being kind of shitty 1990s PC graphics, it was just the most relaxing thing in the world. And this kind of did that for me. In a lot of ways, it kind of was the handheld in my Retroid. It was kind of the handheld
Yeah.
version of that. And I feel like this was really neat for me because I really will probably play this one again.
It's a relaxing game.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's golf games. They've always kind of. I'm not a person who experiences anxiety, like pretty much at all. I'm always pretty even keel, but golf games trigger anxiety in me. Probably because I remember Brandon and I both got compact Presarios in the mid to late '90s,
Bragger.
and it came with a golf game. So we both played a lot of that golf game because we didn't have anything else for it
Yeah.
until like Diablo 2 came out. But anytime, and I experienced it in this game too, was I feel like I'm doing really well, and I fuck up a little bit. And there's just no coming back from it. So I'm constantly like, shit. You know, it stresses me
How
out. Like
am I
how
gonna come back
I
from
gotta get this
this?
just
Sure.
perfect, and it kind of stresses me out.
But the beauty of the skins game is if you fuck up a hole, it all is fine the next hole.
It is.
Because there's no running score. It's you play it hole by hole.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is beat your opponent. And at any point, if you're like fucking just hitting and you can't make it work, give up.
Give up.
You
And
can
then-
give up on that
and then
hole,
go to the
forfeit
next
that
hole.
money, and
Yep.
move on to the next, which again is an excellent feature. I really
I
like
liked that it was your turn until you got to the hole. You didn't have to go and watch the computer
Right.
and do like 3 turns to get there.
Right.
You just got to go all your turns till you got to the hole.
It
Yeah,
goes-
that
it-
is nice.
That was nice, but I do have a note about that for the not great things
Okay.
about the game. What did you have for good things, Tyler?
Pretty much everything that you guys have said. I thought it was simple, simple, direct. I liked that it referred to clubs because I don't understand the clubs.
Yeah.
I would
So-
like to sit down with you and play a golf game sometime and,
Okay.
and talk you through it.
Kirby's Dream Course it is.
And bully you. Right? That's what
Make
you're gonna say.
fun of you.
Stress me out.
Yeah, all right.
And when I said talk you through it, I
Don't
meant
fuck it up. Don't fuck it
about
up.
you. No.
Oh, a 2 wood? A
Yeah.
2 wood?
Yeah, use that one.
I'm going to eat your skin.
Say everything really sarcastically.
You're doing great.
Yeah. Good shot.
Oh, no, curve it that way. Great. Dude, thanks. Dude, thank you. Thank you for doing that.
That's not how I roll. I want to help take your anxiety away.
You
about
sounded
golf
like
games.
Brian from Family Guy.
I'm gonna get into.
I was trying to sound like Jacob when he's a little mad. No. Thank you. Perfect. That's a great thing you just did.
Did sound
Again,
like
you sounded like Brian.
Family Guy. He did it twice. Very well.
But that's mid-anger Jacob. High anger Jacob is whenever he's quiet and he's enunciating his words just perfectly. That is the max rage.
Okay. I've got a couple of little bullet points for the bad thing. I only played one game because time didn't allow me to get to it till last night. I played through a skins game. I was playing against Pete. Fucking Pete
I think
could not fucking miss a putt. He never, ever
Putt and Pete.
missed a putt.
Yeah.
Must have been putting Pete.
don't fuck with Puttin' Pete.
Every single time he one-shotted it into the hole. Every time on the green. And that really frustrated me because that's not realistic, especially considering the fucking weird-ass nature of the greens and how super slopey and hilly they are. That was the computer actually cheating.
Was Pete the all-rounder?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I played as Pete the all-rounder.
Yeah. And so that kind of frustrated me because I didn't think it... But like I did like how when you get to the green, his ball's there. You didn't have to wait for him to
And
hit.
it would say it took 4 strokes, so you would know how long it took you and that you were already
Right.
ahead. Or
Yeah.
behind.
And I mean, at one point, Pete bogeyed a hole. So I mean, it's not like fully cheating, but I'm not kidding. He never, ever missed on his first putt that I know of. I mean, as far as I know, he was out there going tick, 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 tick the whole time while I'm putting. Who knows?
Right.
You never see him hit.
Right.
So, I also said too that it would be nice if there were a little bit more course variety, but I also understand that the ability to generate new courses or to have stored multiple courses on a 1992 SNES cartridge was probably an issue. But there's a 36-hole tournament, so there's at least 36 holes that you can play, number one. And number two, in reality, most golfers play the same course over and over again in real life. You know, if you belong to the country club, you're not going to pay more to necessarily go out here to the Paxton Park or whatever and play. You'll just play the same course over and over because that's your course.
Right.
So it really wasn't a bad thing, but I do like when a golf game, like especially like a modern golf game, has real courses like Augusta and,
Sure.
you know, Shady Pines or whatever the fuck. There's something like that.
Ma, Shady Pines.
Shady Pines, Ma. But in that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing because, again, with different players and different wind speeds and different, you can have a different experience each time. So it's not really a bad thing. But as I mentioned, I kind of struggle to find bad about this game. I thought it was just really good all around game.
There were a few moments of slowdown that I experienced. It wasn't major. It really, honestly, didn't really affect the gameplay much because it's a golf game. It would happen periodically when you'd hit the ball. The moment after you hit the ball, the camera angle would change from behind the golfer to above the golf course following the ball. And every now and then I'd have some slowdown there. Not, again, didn't really affect the gameplay, but it was kind of like one of those things where it's like, it kind of stinks because like the presentation otherwise it felt like was good. So that stood out to me. Didn't happen a lot, not a huge deal. Then the other thing was that sometimes while I was waiting for the CPU to putt, I had one instance where I thought the game had frozen.
I had that happen to me too. It was like a full 45 seconds almost before he putted. And I was thinking the same thing, that it froze up. But what the fucking thing is doing,
it's calculating.
Yep.
And it's a fucking Super Nintendo.
One hit.
Right.
The one hit wonder was calculating, I'm definitely going to hit the hole.
Right. Just give me a minute.
A minute to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it.
Right. Yeah. So that was I counted that in the negative.
Could smell the math being done by the processor.
Right. Which, I mean, look, that's fine, I guess, but like give me an indicator that it's thinking. It's not like a 486, I can't look at a light and be like, okay, it's thinking.
It does. It looks like it freezes up.
And those were the only bad things I had.
Tyler?
I mean, I thought this game was just, okay. Golf games aren't my thing, but I also struggled to find, I think without an instruction guide, it was kind of hard for me to figure out. The graphics I thought were, okay, but this is a 1992 game. I think for 1992, looking at that through that lens,
it's par for the course.
Yep.
Hey.
And that's really about it. I don't have any. Yeah.
Cool.
Where did I guess we've kind of talked about the good and the bad enough to where it got you and where it lost you.
Pretty much right away. I was enjoying it immediately, and it didn't lose me at any point. I loved it.
Man, at the intro, I thought the intro was real cheesy, and it is.
It is.
So I mean, I was like, I
looks like
don't know
a
about
English
this.
football club opening. Like,
Yeah, that's right on that title screen, and then with him hitting like the ball, putting the ball on the green turns into a $10,000 bill. I was like, oh no. I was like, I bet that doesn't even exist. This game's gonna suck. And then like seeing the characters to choose from, that's kind of where it won me over, was because it's like almost like UN Squadron style, where it's like, it's crazy to say this. It sounds crazy, but those 4 characters have distinct personalities in their
they
their
do.
little profile avatars. You got, Ken, or at least it was Ken for me. I have a sinking suspicion that they changed the first name from match to match, and that's why they're referred to as their last names in the manual.
Gotcha.
But Mr. Trickshot, whatever his name is, he looked like Clark Kent. Curve Club. He looked like Clark Kent, but like Clark Kent disguised as a different Clark Kent. Like his cover's been blown as Clark Kent, so he's like, I'm going to wear silver glasses and dye my hair brown.
I'm Cliff Kent.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that's kind of when I was like, okay, they care about this.
Buy, rent, or birthday?
When I was a kid, I would have probably never even given this a chance.
No, I wouldn't have.
But right now, it's a definite buy. I think this would be an excellent addition to someone's library to have on hand, just to play anytime with friends or by yourself. I would have been like, what the fuck, if I'd have gotten it for my birthday. But I would have been glad for it later, especially after having played real golf and appreciating the game. So it's a buy for me.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as far as when I was a kid. I wouldn't have really wanted to have anything to do with this. It's a buy for me now, for sure. I think it would be really interesting if this were out on the SNES library on the Switch. I think that would be cool.
It would be a good addition to the Switch.
But a tweak that I would want to, I would want it to be hacked so that all 4 people can play at the same time instead of taking turns.
Yeah.
And then you just get, maybe everybody sees everybody putt or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it honestly it'd be one thing to play this with 3 other people in person and watching and joking around and stuff, and an entirely different thing to be playing this online and waiting for your turn.
Yeah, it's the waiting, for the turns that kind of always put me off to other golf games. Whenever, if I happen to get a good hit and then the next 5 minutes are spent watching the other golfers catch up.
Right.
That's a real frustration in actual golf. Because you've either got some hot shot coming up behind you that's constantly looking at their watch, hurry up, and then you either want to let them play through and run the risk that the people behind them are going to want to play through, and at that point you might as well just stop. Or you ignore them completely and play, and then you're waiting on some fuckhead in front of you that won't stop shooting the shit, and it's like when the golf course is all but empty or you're playing a scramble, it's totally different. But when you're literally playing behind other people, you spend more time standing around, and if you're in the groove, it's easy to come out of it because you can't get up to the tee to fucking hit the ball.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a legit frustration in the sport, whether it be video game or in real life.
What about for you, Tyler?
Split the middle. Birthday
Birthday?
would have been fine. Yeah. Do we want to see what Flopsy has to say about it?
Yeah, we can see what Flopsy has to say. What do you guys think, Flopsy? What do you think the rarity of Irem's Skins game, the Skins game, is?
I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
Never heard of it. Never seen it.
Nope.
Never heard anybody talk about it.
Nope. Which is surprising, honestly, because
You'd think a game like this would.
I think it's a good game. It makes me wonder, since this is the first one we've talked about, aside from Kirby's Dream Course, it makes me really wonder how the other golf games on the system compare, because it's
yeah.
I don't expect they're as good, but then again, I've never heard of
don't
this
know.
game. So yeah, maybe.
I think this is an excellent baseline.
Yeah, I agree.
Where we're going to say it's either better or worse than Irem Skins game because it just kind of hits right on the money where it needs to be. I'm going to say, I'm tempted to say rare, but I'm going to go uncommon.
Okay. Uncommon.
And I think I'd like to think they rated this one 4 stars
Okay.
because I would.
Okay. Uncommon 4 stars for me and
Fuck
Tyler.
it, I'll say rare.
Rare.
Rare 3 stars.
Rare 3 stars. When I was pulling it prior to the show, I saw the star rating, so I can't really comment on that. I can't guess on that, but I can guess on the rarity because I didn't see that. I'm going to go uncommon.
I think this would have been in all the Blockbuster, rental
Yeah,
places.
I can see that.
And I think it being a sports game, I think whether or not it made it out there, I think they made a lot. They probably made a lot of them because they would have thought this is a sports game, it's a golf game, it's going to sell really well. Let's make a shitload of them.
Well, according to the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library 1991 through 1998 by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mole Mike and a shadowy benefactor, this game, the Irem Skins game, or major title, the EU, is a very uncommon game.
Oh, okay.
Right in the middle.
Between rare and uncommon. It's a very uncommon game, and they gave it 3 stars.
Okay.
And the summary at the bottom pretty much confirms it to me that they changed the first names because the reviewer played a game against a computer-controlled opponent named Ralph.
Yeah. It had a name generator built in. They should have put those resources into putting.
Classic Irem mistake.
Classic Irem. God.
You guys have any achievements for this game?
Yeah, I do.
Do we want to speculate how much it would cost?
We can do this in however order we want to do it.
Let's do that first.
Okay, how much do you guys think this game costs?
$80.
$80.
Go a little lower to $55.
$55. Actual value of the Irem Skins game for the Super Nintendo, loose on average, according to PriceCharting.com at the time of this recording, is $12.02.
Wow.
For a very uncommon game.
Sports game, boys. I don't know. I mean,
That's a definite pickup for you then, right? I mean, you would buy that for $12, right?
yes, I would buy
I'll
this.
buy it for you for $12 if you
Sold. Yeah. This was also really tough because in price charting I had to put in, it's not listed as the Irem Skins game. It's Skins game. Yeah, loose $12.02, one sale per week.
Okay.
Wow.
People gonna listen to this show and play it.
Scoop it up. They're gonna
Scoop it up.
So I need to check. I need
Raise
to
that
buy
value.
it. I
Get
need to
it
buy it before this episode
For
comes
next
out.
week.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, man, you get it complete on average for $34.38.
Ooh.
I know.
God, it's a little more than double.
I know.
I mean,
If I could find it, maybe.
okay.
But Chivo.
So Chivo time, huh? I have 4 achievements. My first achievement is take a mulligan. And to earn take a mulligan, save state before you're shot. And if you really fuck it up, try again.
Yeah, I should have thought about that, shouldn't I?
Didn't have to do it a whole lot, but I'm going to admit to cheating a little bit where there was times when I would go to putt, and of course the putting green is so fucked up. but since Pete, good old Pete, could not fucking miss a putt,
Right.
I didn't
Putt
feel
and Pete.
too bad about going back and trying again.
Yeah.
To try to beat him if it was for like a birdie or something, because I just knew by the time I was like halfway through the game, I knew he would never miss. And if he's never going to miss, then I should be given the chance to never miss. My long game was fine. I rarely had to do anything like that for the long game. I could always get it where it needed to be. It was the putting.
Every now and then I'd hit a tree.
Hitting
for
the
sure.
tree would happen, and that was frustrating.
Yeah.
And it makes the little tree noise when you hit the tree.
I know. And when you hit the pin, it makes the
bing.
pin noise.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
nice.
yeah. Just little things like that matter.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the first one. My second one is, where's my check? Okay, give me one of them big ones. I don't care. A la Happy Gilmore. And that just win Skins game.
Okay.
I wish they gave you a giant check.
I lost. So I don't know what ending you got. I got second place, so I got a sunset and a dragonfly flew on a reed.
Same.
Oh, really?
Same ending.
Did you get credits or anything?
Nope.
Me neither.
I sat and waited and waited. The dragonfly flew off the screen and back on the screen 3 times. And I'm like, I think that's it. I'm just
Press a
going to hit a
okay.
button now. And
And we're back to the soccer
Where are the
club
credits?
logo.
On the box. Irem. There.
Right.
You're done.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You don't get a special treatment for winning.
Okay, that makes me feel better. And for the record, if I were playing in a golf tournament and I had like time control power, you better believe that I would be abusing the shit out of that. So,
Yeah.
especially for like $10,000 a hole. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
My next achievement is fuck you, Pete. And to earn fuck you, Pete, you come from behind at the last minute by getting a $20,000 closest to the pin bonus, which brings your total winnings higher than your opponent, therefore leading you to the win. As long as you can stay ahead of him at that point.
You unlocked that one.
I did.
Yes.
I did. I was so pumped about it, too. I was like, I got 20,000! I'm in the lead! And then my last achievement, I'm going to do something a little different.
Please play the harmonica.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to listen to this part of the show. This is a mystery soundbite achievement.
So I jump ship in Hong Kong, and I make my way over to Tibet, and I get on as a looper at a course over there in Himalayas.
A looper?
A looper. You know, a caddy, a looper. Jack. So I tell him I'm a pro Jack. And who do you think they give me? The Dalai Lama himself. The 12th son of the Lama. The flowing robes, the grace, bald. Striking. So I'm on a first tee with him. I give him the driver. He hauls off and whacks one. Big hitter, the Lama. Long. Into a 10,000-foot crevice right at the base of this glacier. Do you know what the Lama says?
No.
Gunga Galunga. Gunga Gunga La Gunga. So we finish 18, and he's gonna stiff me. And I say, hey, Lama, hey, how about a little something, you know, for the effort, you know. And he says, there won't be any money. But when you die, on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
To get that achievement, you win at Skins Game and get the ending, which is basically a really nice zen view of the sunset with the dragonfly coming through.
I had 3.
What'd you have?
First one is Welcome to the Valkerm Dunes. And you unlock that by getting a bogey, which was everybody's in Final Fantasy 11. The thing you hated the most was everyone got killed by the damn bogeys at night at the Valkerm Dunes.
And the random, what were the skeletons called in the dunes?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Were they the ghasts?
Maybe.
Every now and then one would show up. The bogeys were super common.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy, right? There was from time to time a skeleton.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
The goblins are bad too, but
Yes. And then the Valkyrie Emperor.
oh god, yeah.
That was always so frustrating when he'd show up and you're leveling and you're like, we can't kill him.
Yep.
And he has like one of the most expensive item drops on him in the
Motherfucking
game. So,
Emperor's hairpin.
yeah.
The other one is Behold the Power of Raditz. Raditz being Goku's brother in Dragon Ball Z, who shows up in the first episode. And his special move is keep your eye on the birdie, which is fucking dumb, but you unlock that by getting a birdie.
Okay.
The last one is Zach Braff, who you unlock that by getting an eagle because this thing in Scrubs says eagle.
Nice.
I have 3. My first one is Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah.
In order to unlock Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah.
Win is Ken.
Okay. Okay.
Next achievement is I'm tired. So tired of playing golf. So tired. In order to unlock I'm tired. So tired. So tired of playing golf. So tired. Play at least 3 extra holes to determine a winner.
I did have an extra hole.
So man, we had so many damn extra holes. And what sucked about it was like, it's exciting on one hand because potentially that could rack up, and you get enough extra holes where it's like it's anyone's game.
Right.
But Ken was so far ahead that it was like unless there's literally 7 extra holes, Ken wins. So tired of playing golf. And my last achievement is Jugdement Day. In order to unlock Jugdement Day, get to the 13th hole in the game, where the synopsis for the hole is: the creek crosses this hole. Juggada the win for birdie. I couldn't let that go, man. That was so fucking funny to me when I was playing it. And it's obviously translated, but I mean, still, it's like you got all the other words right. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
Had a lot of fun talking about skins.
Yeah, dude.
You like the potato skins from
them potato
Fridays?
skins.
I used to.
Remember those
I burnt
potato
myself out
chips?
on them.
Yeah, I like the
Potato
potato. I like the potato
The
skins.
bacon cheddar TGI Fridays
I
chips.
like those. They sell the frozen. TGI Fridays sells a bunch of stuff frozen, don't they? Do they do the?
potato.
I haven't seen it in a
potato
minute, but
skins.
yeah, that's what burnt me out on them.
The at home.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They were good.
Do they
Where
don't
I ate the
They
shit
heat
out of
right up.
they don't sell them anymore?
I think they're still out there.
But
along
those would
with
do
their
good
little
in the air
mozzarella
fryer.
Sticks and sticks.
Yeah. Dennis and I call those Moz rods. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
I would give it the beard of PGA golfer Frank Beard.
A beard?
Yeah.
Beard's beard.
He did have a beard.
Yes. Oh, that's
There we
good.
go.
It would be awful if he couldn't grow a beard like me and his name was Beard. It'd be ironic.
Johnny Luscious Beard.
All of his family that stands around with their luscious beards just shaking their head at his little bald face. Such a disappointment.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would that be?
The glasses of professional golfer Richie Fowler.
Oh, I thought you were saying Richie glasses.
Richie glasses,
Richie Spectacles.
whose golf game dramatically improved once he started wearing glasses.
Oh, all right.
Turns out seeing helps with golf. Who knew?
I think it's great that he was good enough without the glasses to be a
pro.
professional
It's like,
golfer.
oh man, you're getting a lot better with glasses.
Oh, wow.
He gets glasses and everybody goes, fuck.
Damn it. Who gave
Well.
Richie glasses?
No green jacket for me this year.
My kid has to go to college. Take Richie's glasses away. Would you guys like to find out what game we're playing next?
Let's do it,
I
man.
would like to find out, especially given the conversation we had prior to this.
Let me go grab this batter up peripheral, plug it in, set it up wild and crazy kid style so I can pull my no-no hole in a random direction. Say the prayer we all love to say. No whammies, whammies, no whammies. Stop.
484.
The E's.
The R's.
Ours. We've already done all the Ren and Stimpy games.
We have.
So it's not that.
Race
Let
driving.
me say that in a more relieved tone. We have.
Race driving.
It's not race driving. It's run saber.
Oh, okay.
Which we've
Run
done.
Saber. Yeah. All right. Let's do it again.
Yes.
No whammies, whammies, whammies. Stop.
325.
G's.
The M's.
M's.
Before Snap, there was
Marvel's Hero of the Gem or War of the Gems.
Marvel
Okay.
Superheroes and War of the Gems.
Now I'm starting to understand what you meant.
Stop.
439.
Jesus.
The ends.
The peas.
The peas.
This was a good episode.
Oh, God.
Porky
Pig's Haunted Holiday.
I said a good episode.
Peggle.
Power moves.
Okay.
Oh, man. Wow, that had been purged from my brain.
Power moves.
No whammies. Stop.
9.
Shit.
Why was that funny? It's just, I love it.
Arrow the Acrobat 2.
It is the A's. It is Adam's Family Values.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Whammies. Stop.
We're gonna
401.
the O's. No,
The O's.
it is the O's.
The O's.
Oh fuck.
Have you purged this one from your memory? On the Ball.
I don't remember that at all.
It was the
remember
overhead labyrinth game.
Yeah.
You remember like the Sonic 2 or Sonic 1 bonus levels?
Okay.
It was that.
It was just that.
Mhm.
God, yeah. We did that. Like I was going to Brian's wedding for that one. Yeah.
It's a super short,
Yep.
super short, easy game.
Stop.
Is this a record?
336.
Absolutely it
Yes, it is.
F's.
M's.
M's. Mario's Magic.
Mario
Castle.
Kart.
Mario Kart. That'd be Super Mario Kart.
Mega Man X2.
Early boy.
It was an early boy.
Stop.
56.
Ooh. Bees.
The Bees.
Bees. Blast off.
Beethoven, the ultimate canine caper. This is not a joke.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right.
This is not a joke.
Right
This was
it-
randomly generated
How
after
well,
one,
we
2,
predicted
3,
it.
4, 5, 6 of them. Beethoven, the ultimate canine
Ride it
caper.
in the sky and gossamer teardrops.
It was meant to be.
Yes, it
Beethoven.
was. Beethoven.
Into Beethoven. All right.
Will you Beethoven, my Valentine?
I choose. No, I'm not.
Well, we want to take a break and roll into community corner.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We got a package. We got a quiz. We got some phone calls we're not going to take to the chagrin of Taryn. Sorry, Taryn. Also, I said pussy earlier.
She checked
And
out.
just
She's not even
now-
here.
I'll wake her up. Pussy, pussy, pussy.
Sound like you're calling her pussy.
No, that's pss, 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 pss. That's how you call a pussy. Pss, 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 pss.
Okay. Hang in there. We'll be right back.
I'm a city golfer, you can ask my wife. I've been out there hacking every day of my life. I got the shorts and all the plaid sweaters. That new tailor-made driver didn't make me any better. Man, I hit 'em fat and I hit 'em thin. I roll 'em in the bunkers, man, I hit 'em again. Slice 'em in the bushes, crank 'em in the creek. I pop that sucker up and hook it out in the street. Yeah, I'm 245, right down the middle, and I'm Mr. Green to the left, just a little. Chili dip a wedge and put it all together. Hit that son of a bitch right up there in the leather. If you call that good, then let me press on the side. You can put me down for a fight.
Welcome back to Community Corner.
Community Corner.
We're back.
Community Corner.
Sample a little banjo music for that.
On the break, I bought the Irem skins game for $15.95. with an instruction manual and free 3-day shipping.
They wanted to get fucking rid of that thing.
Yep. They don't know it's very
they've
uncommon.
They've never played it.
I wonder how many copies of this game I could buy.
Drive
Could
that
this,
price
yeah,
up?
could this be like
How many
auction
lefties can you
house,
buy?
like, yeah,
Goon
like
Troop
buy them
style?
all, right? And then slowly dole them out one over the next, like one per year. I'm opening up the Disney Vault, Dave's Vault. One Irem Skins game is released.
Davy Skins game.
$300.
In used video game news, one mystery buyer has purchased every known copy of the Irem Skins game.
Man corners Irem Skins game market.
Prices soar.
All right. Well, that does it for Community Corner.
See you later.
Thanks.
Tropical Capricorn.
I just wanted to brag about the great deal I got on a game no one cares about. We got
Maybe they will now.
maybe.
You're onto
All dozen of them. They'll care.
That's I know, right? We got a package here from one Holy Dumpster Diver, I believe. Let me pass that
shit.
on over to Tyler, the box opener.
All right. In true Holy Dumpster Diver fashion, here is a letter.
Okay.
Dearest Tadpog, I'm not sure if I ever told this story before, but when I had to give up dumpster diving lifestyle, I still wanted to send you all packages. Then I came across shadow boxes. I saw how expensive they were online and decided that was crap, and there had to be a better way.
There's got to be a better way.
That's kind
I've got
of
all
what
this
inspired me.
plexiglass laying
Yeah, I
around.
just imagine a dude in black and white, like making Mario boxes out of like egg carton crates. And, oh,
Let's see. That's kind of what inspired me to start making shadow boxes. The first one I designed was a River City Ransom one, but I really wanted something
Yeah,
just for
very
each
cool.
of you. I tried to make an Earthbound one initially, but I really struggled since I didn't have any experience manipulating sprites or anything, but I eventually kept coming back to it between other designs and a little more experience under my belt. Eventually, I got something worth sharing, and it happened to be my best seller and kind of kept me going as far as making more. I don't know if I ever made anything with Dave specifically in mind. I thought he did, but maybe I did. I just don't remember. Now, when I'm thinking harder, I sent him one of my early Ghost and Goblin
right.
designs.
I got a new shelf in my office, and I just put that on that new shelf today on my lunch break. I was like, yes, I can finally move this from this shelf that's now hidden to a shelf that's not hidden.
Nice.
I decided to make one of Jaws 2. Ian, I care about you
Nice.
too, and I just think I have to pay more attention to find one that suits you just right.
Irem Skins game.
So here's a catch to start your collection, a Bobo's Big Adventure.
Nice.
Now, this may not be your most favorite game, but it's got a little bit of everything, and it's a good opportunity for you to give me some inspiration on something that's just for Ian in the future.
Aw.
All my best, Holy Dumpster Diver. I used to say the artist formerly known as Holy Dumpster Diver, which may be a detail that only I remember, but I realized I probably should stay true to my own origin story.
Holy diver.
This is Apes and Capes, correct?
Apes
the
and
Etsy store.
capes.
He's got some really, really great stuff.
Get in there and look.
I love that
Yes.
Ghosts and Goblins shadow box, man.
So, Dave, there is Jaws.
Jaws.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that is so cool.
Oh, I love this. Oh, man, this is great. Yeah, I love this.
That's wonderful.
Another Earthbound. I love it. It's meeting Paula in front of Polestar Preschool.
Nice. Yeah, that's
So
Perfect.
cool.
cool.
God, these things are so fucking good.
This time, there's no escape.
And then a Bobo's Big Adventure.
Oh, sweet. I love it.
Dude, I for real love the shit out of these.
Yeah,
Thank you
these
so
are-
much.
These are awesome. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, these are really, really great.
Yes, thank you so much.
There's the LJN logo on one side of the shadow box. There's the Nintendo seal of quality on the
it's
other.
Wonderful.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Now they're so fucking badass. Gotta love these.
Cool, man. This is so cool because, especially because I was admiring that Ghosts and Goblins one literally today.
And like, it's like hard to tell how he gets the little sprites to stand up.
I know,
because
they look
it's
so perfect.
perfectly like flush to the base.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's great. And that one back there looks like a little diva and a little Mac, a little pink Mac.
Just a reminder, Tadpog Secret Santa's going on. Just throwing that out there.
These would make great gifts.
Just throwing that out there.
You're right.
If you want to join the Discord, bit.ly/Tadpog Discord, get in on that Secret Santa. Maybe pay Apes and Capes a visit.
Link in the show notes.
Yeah, check them out.
Perfect gift. Yes. I love it. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah. It's a great night, man.
Such a good
I
night.
got the Irem skins game, $15.95 with a manual, free 3-day shipping at the Jaws Shadow Box. I got the abscess tooth. It's great.
Got it all. You just got it all. Doesn't get better. I think it's only downhill from here.
Right? I've peaked. I also got a quiz here, but wait, there's more. I have a quiz that came in from one totally not Dane, Mr. Puzzles.
Mr. fucking Puzzles.
This quiz, which I haven't really looked at yet, is entitled "It's All in the Hips."
I thought you were going to say it's all in Python. We have to run it on this fucking Mac again.
Oh, man. It says, Ian, I'm going to need an obscure computer from the 1978 to like...
Oh, like a reel-to-reel thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one back here.
Okay, good.
This is running on Scum, originally. You know
That's what we used to play the beep bop boops for the randomizer. That's not us. That's the computer.
Right. Can you
That takes up the entire back half of the garage.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought that was 45 microwaves stacked on one another.
I have like a box of vacuum tubes, and when those are gone, we're fucked.
Dane begins. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm going to level with you. I only golf in miniature form.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
So in an effort to make this quiz topical, but also stay in the realm of shit I actually know, I asked myself, what's the closest thing to golf I actually know about? Turns out it's a short list, which I will now print in its entirety. Number 1, Happy Gilmore. So here's a Happy Gilmore quiz.
Sweet. I got this one.
Come on, I tried, goddammit.
I've seen this movie 1,000 times.
I've seen it a bunch, but the problem is I haven't seen it recently at all. Like the last time I saw this movie was when I was living with Nikki and her sister when I was in college.
Oh, shit.
That's the last time I've seen Happy
I mean, the
Gilmore.
last time
We
I
saw
saw it was some recent Tuesday.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen it recently.
We saw the tie-in at Little Nicky when Chubbs is in heaven getting golf lessons.
That is true. That's a great cameo, man. Little Nicky is one of those movies. Fuck, Little Nicky should have been my instead of Ant-Man, it should have been Little Nicky because I fucking enjoyed the shit out of Little Nicky, and it was a movie where I went in was like, this is gonna fucking suck real bad, and then nope, the whole way through I was like, I love this movie.
It's easy to do. We watched Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, I remember you talking about
and,
Hubie Halloween.
and it was surprisingly good. I thought it was gonna suck, but I liked it. So yeah.
Kid in the flask.
Come on, I want to ace this.
All right, first question.
No pressure.
Bob Barker was not the first choice for Happy's celebrity golf partner in the film. Which of these 90s broadcast TV personalities did the script originally hope to land?
We're in trouble because I know nothing about the movie outside of the contents of the movie.
There's a typo in one of these. I'm totally rolling with it. Ed McMahon? Or is it Par Sajak? It's a golf thing, it's right?
Yeah.
Or was it Larry King?
I really feel like I heard it was Pat Sajak and he refused to do it.
It's got to be Pat Sajak because I think it.
I'm sorry, I think you mean Par.
I mean, Par Sajak.
Par
Excuse me.
Sajak.
Par Sajak.
But he's like fucking insane anyway.
Is he really?
Oh, yeah.
Too many spins of the wheel.
Too many margaritas with Vanna before the show. They are drunk as fuck like almost every time they come out there.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, he said it's a good life.
Yeah.
I get really drunk with Vanna. We go out, we do the 3 or 4 shows, and then I'm done for the fucking week. You know, I mean, he's like,
Sounds great.
He knows this fucking sweet deal
Yeah.
he's got going.
Yeah.
But yeah, they pay me to travel all over the world to shoot 5 minutes of promo material, and then I'm just in fucking Barcelona for a week, you know.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I think it's Pat Sajak because I think it goes with that game show host thing.
I really, really, really want it to be Larry King. Like, really,
Yeah, I do too.
really, like almost enough where it's like, I want that to be the guest. But
I feel like Larry King would have done it if he was asked.
I don't know, man. In the 90s? I don't know. Pat Sajak. though.
Sajak, but I bet he just wouldn't curse or some shit.
Sure.
Like,
All right. Pat Sajak, logging it in. Next question. Bob Barker had 2 stipulations to appear in the film. I want to fight Adam Sandler, and I have to win. Who was Barker's trainer? Was it Jean-Claude Van Damme? Was it Steven Seagal? Or was it Chuck Norris?
I think it was Chuck Norris.
I hope it's Chuck Norris.
I hope it's Chuck Norris. Too.
I want to
Just trying
say,
to think of how he held his fists would make me think more of Chuck Norris than
if he had been trained by Steven Seagal, he would have just stood there looking like
he would have twisted his arm in some shit and flipped him over.
Yeah, it would have been a much different style. I think I remember hearing that Bob Barker is a black belt. in
Oh, I didn't
karate.
know that.
He really is. Or is he still around?
No.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Well, he was a black belt in karate.
I'm pretty sure he was White Tiger at one point.
That's like Tiger. No
That's
wonder.
just what I called it.
Yeah, yeah.
Stan
that
Lee
was-
stole that shit from me, man. It was my idea, man.
He had that amulet on in that one episode. Remember?
The big gold. Yeah,
It's the
totally
it's the
remember that.
Plinko. It's the Plinko chip. He put that shit on. I remember it.
But he was.
He would
was a-
yodel to activate it.
Man, I would read the shit out of this comic. I wouldn't, but
It would be nice.
Well, I
would
would
be
buy
nice
a copy and put it on
existed.
the wall.
yeah, there we go. Or if it were in a poster format, just a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know he was a black belt in karate, and I want to say it was Chuck Norris that trained him.
I feel like I would also go Chuck Norris, but mainly because I feel like, and no offense to Chuck Norris, but I feel like out of those 3, Chuck Norris is probably the most approachable and the most gettable.
Oh, for fucking sure.
Yeah.
There's no way it was Jean Claude. I cannot imagine him at the time in the 90s,
Right. Like that's his
bothering
peak,
to
right?
train Bob Barker.
Yeah.
He'd want $2 million to do it. Or
Yeah,
some
he would
shit.
want to. He would want Steven Seagal money
Yeah.
to do it.
And also everything I've heard about Steven Seagal and Adam Sandler, I have a feeling that like would not have taken off. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
Okay, Chuck Norris locked in. Next question. Portrayed on screen by Christopher McDonald, the role of Shooter McGavin was considered for a number of other actors. Who hasn't been confirmed as being considered for the role? Was it Bruce Campbell, Jeffrey Jones, or Kevin Costner?
I don't know who Jeffrey Jones is.
I don't either. No one here
Stand by.
does. So probably him.
I wouldn't imagine. I mean, Costner would be way too fucking expensive.
But even though he could have still been
He's the
considered
guy
for the
that
role.
played.
Okay.
He's the guy that played the dad in Beetlejuice. He played Lydia's dad in Beetlejuice.
Oh, he would have been
okay.
fucking great.
Yeah, he would have been good.
So yeah, not him.
I'm gonna. What was the other 2 choices?
So Bruce Campbell,
Bruce Campbell.
Jeffrey Jones, Kevin Costner.
I'm gonna say Bruce Campbell was not considered.
God, he'd have been fucking good though, wouldn't he? Mm-hmm. I
And
want
it's
to.
for
I
which
want to see.
role?
I want to see that quantum
Shooter
reality
McGavin.
where Bruce Campbell is Shooter McGavin.
I want to see all of these. But Bruce Campbell, yeah, probably the most.
What was the last one again?
Kevin Costner, your boy. I could see, when did Tin Cup come out?
Around that time.
Was it before or after? Because if it was before, I can totally see them being like, let's get Kevin Costner it would be hilarious because he was just in Tin Cup.
Yeah.
Tin Cup came out in 1996. Happy Gilmore came out in 1996. They came out the same year.
So I could see that being pitched as like, wouldn't it be funny if we got Kevin Costner?
But I'm going to say, though, because he was such a big fucking deal,
Yeah.
they would not have. I don't know that.
But what if it was like Tin Cup 2?
I don't know.
Tin Mug.
We're saying who was not confirmed to have been considered for the role.
Who hasn't been confirmed as being considered for the role?
I mean, of course, they considered Kevin Costner.
Yeah, they probably didn't consider Bruce Campbell.
I'm going to say they didn't consider Bruce Campbell because Jeffrey Jones and Kevin Costner would have both made excellent Shooter McGavin.
they would have.
Bruce Campbell would have made a good Shooter McGavin, but I don't think he would have been. I don't think it would have been like as good as the other two, and definitely not as good as the dude that actually played Shooter McGavin. 'Cause that worked out perfectly.
Yes. I think Kevin Costner wouldn't have been very good, but I think the joke
He
would have.
wouldn't have
they
made
would've-
fun of himself enough to do it.
But if they're talking about like seriously considering someone to be in that role, I don't know that they would have necessarily seriously considered Kevin Costner because it would have been fucking possible to get him to be in that
I can
movie.
see if he played it super straight and super serious, and that he was so offended by Happy Gilmore.
But
but-
I don't know
Like
that
he,
they would
like
have
he,
considered
like he
him.
himself, the actor, would probably be offended.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, right?
This is
yeah.
like I just did Tin Cup. This
Right.
is a serious
yeah.
game.
This is a meta joke on Kevin Costner.
I can see where he would have been considered, but never actually like. Oh, that's hard.
I'm saying
This
Kevin
is a hard
Costner.
one.
My answer is Kevin Costner. I'm going to go with my gut that he was never seriously considered for the role.
He's definitely out of these three. He's the odd man.
Yeah,
Out.
he is because Bruce Campbell and Jeffrey Jones. Jeffrey Jones would have been an
Oh, yeah.
excellent,
Fuck yeah, he
excellent
would have.
choice. That guy is great.
Yeah.
Especially in that kind of foil role.
Didn't he
Yeah.
do some stuff with kids?
Did
Was
he?
that him?
Oh, because he was the
Was he the principal?
principal?
in
You're right. he
Ferris
did.
Bueller?
Shit.
So I
He
wouldn't.
did.
I wouldn't necessarily say he's great, but I just want to.
He's a great
I just want to
actor.
interject. It's not Tadpog's official stance that Jeffrey Jones was
Yeah,
great.
you're right. I'm gonna
But
look
yes,
that up.
he had some. He played some good roles. That,
Principal and Ferris Bueller being the one that I overlooked, and that's even better than in Beetlejuice. He was so good in Beetlejuice.
He was good in
God damn
Beetlejuice.
it. Please don't let that be him.
Possession of child pornography in 2002.
Damn it. Okay.
6 years after Happy Gilmore, so he still he could have been
He would
considered.
have been fine back then.
Yeah. Okay. My answer is Kevin Costner. If we differ, then I can keep track of it.
I'm fine. I'm fine with locking in
Yeah.
Kevin
Yeah.
Costner. I'm
I'll
good
roll.
with that.
Okay.
All right, locked in. Next question. Which actor from the film used the line, "But I was in Happy Gilmore," in a failed attempt to avoid DUI charges in 2017?
Which actor from the film said, "But I was in Happy
Bob
Gilmore"?
I bet the guy who played Shooter McGavin.
Christopher McDonald is on the list.
Yeah,
one
read
of the
list.
options.
Read the options.
Was it Carl Weathers?
Okay. He would have said Rocky, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really, really good point.
You
Yes.
pull over Carl Weathers. You don't have to be told who you are.
Yeah.
You know who he is.
Was it Christopher McDonald, who played Shooter?
He looks like he might be an alcoholic.
Or was it, and this is where my money is, Frances Bay, who played Happy's grandma?
She's the funniest choice.
I know. And I think, look, the most interesting trivia is trivia. So I just want to throw that out there.
She'd probably also be the least recognizable that would have to say something.
But I do think that Christopher McDonald is probably like the most like, I
most-
could actually see that in
He
my
would
head.
drive a car drunk.
Right.
Based
Yeah,
on
I
his
don't
looks
see-
alone, knowing nothing about it
him,
whatsoever.
right? Was Frances Bay even alive in 2017? How old do you think she
That's
was in
a good
'96?
point. That's a very good
Because I know they
point.
probably, I mean, she's probably aged up in the movie, but she's probably at least in her 60s, at least.
Yeah.
And she looks older than that in the movie, but. And then we're talking like 20 years later.
This person was arrested when? Or pulled over for DUI?
2017.
It's not Frances May. Sorry, we cheated a little. She died.
that's a good point.
She died
I
in
would have assumed she was
2011.
dead.
We were on the right track,
I would
though. We
assume she
were
was
we were
dead.
already thinking about the age. and
So
all that.
Christopher, what is his name?
Christopher McDonald?
Yeah.
Locking it in.
Mm,
Or do you want to do Carl Weathers? Do you think he really would say, but I was in Happy Gilmore? Really?
I do actually think that.
That's goddamn Landau Calrissian.
Well, hey, look, that's a good point. If he was drunk, maybe he wouldn't say Rocky. Assuming he was in Rocky. I've never seen it.
He was in a lot of Rocky movies.
Okay. Yeah, I've never seen a single one of them.
In basically,
I'm sorry, did you say
all of them.
Rockman?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I missed him.
He was in all the Rocky movies up till 4.
Was he even in Rocky Horror Picture Show? Mm-hmm. That's the seventh Rocky,
he was
right?
Dr. Frankenberg. He was Tim Curry's stand-in.
He was in Rockman.
I'd watch the fuck out of Carl Weathers
Apollo Creed.
leading in a Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'd pay $80 for that.
All right, we got to lock something in. I feel like either one of them could have pulled that card,
man.
but I think Christopher McDonald would have been less recognizable to a cop. So I'm going to say
What else can you imagine he was in? I'm sure he's been in plenty of
He's
stuff.
been in a
but
shitload of things, and I can't remember any of it now because I'm tired. But I'll look that up too. I'm trying not to find this as the answer. If I find the answer,
It's good
I will
podcasting.
admit it.
I mean, seriously, it's good podcasting. So I feel like instead of us struggling, I think it's fun to like use computers to logic our way through and cheat on this quiz.
He was in.
as of 2017.
Oh, he's dead.
In 2015.
He died from a drunk driving accident.
And that's what he told God when he got to heaven and got denied.
But I was in Happy Gilmore.
He's been in a lot of stuff, but not like. Let me go down here a little.
Schindler's List.
No, nothing quite so recognizable. He was in a few things on TV. He was in a TV show called Family Law.
Oh, he was in that one
Voiced
that one lawyer show I did like. He played Thomas Jefferson.
What?
Oh, it was a guy named Thomas Jefferson. His whole shtick was like wearing red, white, and blue suits and stuff. The one with Kathy Bates, where she was like a lawyer in,
I don't know.
in like Harlem or something.
I don't know this
I
one.
vaguely
Was this a
remember
comedy?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
He voiced Clark Kent and Superman and Batman Beyond in 2000.
All right.
He was in Nurse Betty, The Skulls, The Iron Giant,
Oh.
Veronica's Closet. He was a regular on that show.
I did not like the skulls.
No, me neither. The Faculty, I remember we just recently watched that. Dirty Work. He was in Dirty Work. I forgot about that.
Who did he play in Dirty Work?
Travis Cole was his name in Dirty
Oh,
Work.
fuck, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was-
fuck, he was like the
he was
guy.
the heavy. Yeah.
Right. Jesus.
Harry's Law.
He was
Harry's Law.
He was Ward Cleaver in the Leave It to Beaver movie.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. He was in a lot of Superman stuff. Like he voiced Jor-El in Superman the Animated Series and Superman the Last Son of Krypton in the 90s. Tuskegee Airmen TV movie. He was in Terminal Velocity. He was in Quiz Show.
Quiz Show was one of those that I wanted to watch. but
Fatal
never did.
Instinct. Let me get into the early 90s. He was in Thelma and Louise. He was, he was in an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. I do remember that. In one of our favorite episodes, Yesterday's Enterprise.
Did he play an alien?
He was in Matlock. No, he played a captain
Ah, bummer.
of a starship from the past.
I like it when they put all the makeup and stuff on.
And he wasn't a dick in that movie. He was a good person in that show, that episode. He was in Riptide, the old Riptide show. I love that show.
But do you think that in an attempt
He was in Grease too.
to avoid DUI charges in 2017, he said, but I was in Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
I think yes.
Yeah.
Although I do think Carl Weathers would be
I think that's a
way
real,
funnier.
I think it's a real option that it's Carl Weathers. I'm not going to lie, but I'll go with Christopher McDonald for that one. Let's lock it in so we can move on.
All right. Locked
If
in.
we're wrong, but I will say I considered it.
Next question. Trolley problem. You have a split second to react. A trolley is going to run over and kill the film Happy Gilmore. But you can pull the lever and divert the trolley. But the other track has the rest of his filmography, including Billy Madison, Tick-Tock, who gets run over. Sorry, I should have said it like a serial killer. Tick-Tock, who gets run over.
I want to play a game.
Happy
You're on a
Gilmore.
streetcar. You're on a trolley.
You gonna save Happy Gilmore?
No, I'm going to kill it.
You're gonna kill Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore.
I'll save the rest of his filmography.
Because, I mean, Little Nicky's clearly the best.
Uh-huh. Punch Drunk Love, 41st Dates,
41st Date's really good.
Grown Ups.
One
Well,
he
he's
just
got plenty of good
recently
shit.
did, the one with that one that got nominated for
Uncut Gems.
great
Yeah.
fucking movie.
War of the Uncut Gems.
I would sacrifice. I would hate to, but I would sacrifice Happy Gilmore to
Happy
save
Gilmore's
the rest of the filmography because Happy Gilmore is. I like it better than Billy Madison.
Yeah, I do too. Although it's close for me. But yeah, I like Happy Gilmore better than Billy Madison.
I had a discussion with horror priestess Tanya about Billy Madison recently. I have the trailer for Billy Madison 2 up here in my head. And I wish I could make it. I could make it. I don't know how to do
Not without
that.
Norm.
Not without Norm. That's true.
It's true.
Anyway, that's my answer. That's a no wrong answer question.
How the fuck did Artie Lang outlive Norm Macdonald?
It's fucking weird. So we're all gonna kill Happy Gilmore, it sounds like.
Regrettably.
All right. Happy Gilmore crushed. Can Spider-Man come in and like get on top, get in front of the trolley and like shoot his webs out?
Yes.
Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. David Spade, Rob Schneider, Steve Buscemi. This is
Spade.
easy for me.
Spade, Schneider, Buscemi.
This is easy.
I'm going to kill Schneider.
Girl, same.
I'm going to marry Buscemi and fuck Spade.
We have the same answers, sir.
It was who again?
David Spade, Rob Schneider, Steve Buscemi.
I was thinking and I didn't hear your answers. I'm going to kill Schneider.
Yep.
Yep,
Universally, we're all killing
You're
Schneider.
right.
I don't have a problem with Rob Schneider, but in this scenario, I'm killing him. I'm gonna fuck David Spade and marry Buscemi. Is that what y'all said?
We're all on the same page. Yeah.
Buscemi's
Yeah, I
the
zoned out thinking about what, and then I forgot who was in the quiz. I'm not high, I swear, but
I was
Buscemi's-
just thinking about fucking David Spade.
I got
That's
stuck
all.
on that. And it was
He's not really a comedic actor, but he's the funniest one out of all three of them.
Oh, I
As
don't.
much as I like David Spade,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I enjoy his movie performances more than his comedic ones, more than David Spade.
I got a lot of love for David Spade, but we
Yeah.
like just watched Fargo yesterday,
Yeah.
or Sunday afternoon on a goof. We just turned on Fargo because Tanya hadn't seen it. She had seen it, but she didn't really pay attention to it when she first saw it. So she didn't know like anything. Like she remembered some of the scenes from the movie, but not what the movie was about.
Yeah.
And so we watched it like soup to nuts, and she was like, "Wow, that was really good."
It's a
I'm like,
great movie.
Yes, it is. It was like an Academy Award nominee for a reason. But his part in that was awesome. Buscemi that's one of my favorite of his roles.
I think he's great in everything. I mean,
It's hard to find something he's not good in. And I love that he like keeps showing up in Adam Sandler films in one form or fashion. He's in a lot of them.
yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he was in Grown Ups, was he? No.
I haven't seen Grown Up.
Yes, he
haven't
was. Yes, he was in Grown Ups.
He was the grown up.
He was on the. He was the friends of the bully from high school.
Is he in Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
I know he's in Billy Madison.
No, I don't think
He's
is
in Big
it.
Daddy.
Yeah, I haven't seen Big Daddy, unfortunately.
I've seen it, but it's been a really, really long time. I only saw it once. I do not think Buscemi is in Happy Gilmore.
I can't place him in
I don't
Happy
think he
Gilmore.
is. He wasn't, because the guy running the old folks home was Ben Stiller.
Right. Oh my God.
With
Get you a
the
nice warm
mustache.
glass of shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Something. I can't remember the exact line.
He was also in. He also had a cameo, and I think it was Hubie Halloween as that character.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was. I don't know if it was that. I saw him in something. I think it was Hubie Halloween, where he played the same character, only it was like in a mental institution instead of an old folks home.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't think Buscemi was in Happy Gilmore, which is really weird.
So, guys,
Oh yeah, we got to find out how we did.
total points, we got 2 out of 5.
Damn.
Let's see where we went astray. First question was, Bob Barker was not the first choice for Happy's celebrity golf partner in the film. Which of these 90s broadcast TV personalities did they script originally? We guessed Par Sajak. Correct answer was Ed McMahon.
Oh.
Apparently, they reached out several times, but McMahon completely ignored the requests. Then came Bob Barker.
He was too busy processing those not Publishers Clearinghouse
Right.
Yep.
sweepstakes entries.
The next
They
question,
made him do that by hand.
The next question was, Bob Barker had 2 stipulations to appear in the film. I want to fight Adam Sandler, and I have to win. Who was Barker's trainer? We guessed Chuck Norris. The answer is Chuck Norris.
All right.
Bob Barker had been training with his neighbor,
Chuck.
his
Norris.
neighbor, Chuck fucking Norris,
That's funny.
and wanted the chance to show off his new sweet-ass Tang Sudo moves.
Nice.
The next question was, portrayed on screen by Christopher McDonald, the role of Shooter McGavin was considered for a number of other actors who hasn't been confirmed as being considered for the role. We guessed Kevin Costner. Correct answer, Jeffrey Jones.
Man.
McDonald turned down the role several times before finally accepting. Costner was approached, but politely declined, and Bruce Campbell auditioned. I want to see that tape,
Me too.
but was sadly rejected. Far as I can tell, Jeffrey Jones was never involved. He's still my second favorite part of Howard the Duck, though. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I really want to see that Bruce Campbell tape.
Man.
Next question. Which actor from the film used the line, "But I was in Happy Gilmore," in a failed attempt to avoid DUI charges in 2017? We guessed Christopher McDonald. Correct answer. There are no correct answers. This was a trick question. At least it says no correct answers.
Okay.
There's no explanation. So I don't, maybe, can we look it up real quick?
What was okay?
Maybe do a search for DUI charge 2017 Happy Gilmore. That would probably get us a result, right?
Happy Gilmore star Christopher McDonald avoids jail in a DUI case.
He got it.
Happy Gilmore star Christopher McDonald is probably happy now. The 64-year-old actor avoided jail time in a DUI case from 2017, according to reports. McDonald was arrested in Arrowhead, California in October 2017 for allegedly driving under the influence. McDonald, who starred as Shooter McGavin in the Adam Sandler hit. Hang on a minute. Let me jump back up here.
He didn't say I was Tappy Tibbins from Requiem for a Dream.
Okay.
He was in
McDonald, who starred as...
He was the guy who was like 3 rules.
Oh my God, you're
one.
right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
says he lost control of his classic silver Porsche on the highway, running it into the grass and taking out a gas meter before ending up in an embankment. TMZ reports that McDonald pleaded guilty to driving with a blood alcohol content of over 0.08. McDonald was reportedly sentenced to 35 hours of community service, 3 years of summary probation, an alcohol education program, and a single day in jail. He already completed the alcohol education program and was credited for time served. Doesn't say anything about whether or not he said, but I was in. But I think the answer would be
answer.
Christopher
That's the
McDonald.
That's the answer. All right. So we got that one right, which gives us 3 out of 5. That's better.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then obviously we got the trolley problem. We got that one right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, you can't. That's for the greater good.
Yeah.
It's a sad thing to sacrifice
I know.
one for the many.
I know.
But there's a lot of good Adam Sandler out there that needs to be seen.
And some bad.
Yeah, it's a
so
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Jack and Jill still out
It's some
there.
bad. Thank you, Dane, for the quiz.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I think it was fantastic. I learned some things about Happy Gilmore.
Mm-hmm.
That the grandma's dead, mainly. That's my big takeaway. Kind of bummed out about that. That's okay.
Yeah. Well, I think that wraps it up then. Pretty
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
We're longer than
And stronger.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, easily.
Tadpog forever.
I hope your heat works while you're listening to this.
For the best listening experience, please turn your heat to where you could see your breath.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, not SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, all over the place. Yeah, there's a lot of shit to say, a lot of shit to do, but first and foremost would be Patreon.
We do. We have a nice
Patreon.
We have a nice little Patreon that likes to eat shrimp po' boys.
Yeah. Donate some skins.
We want your skins. And I'm not talking about your foreskins. I'm talking about your green
I am.
skins.
Those will work, though.
Your greenbacks.
I'm like King Solomon. I want 104 skins.
I imagine you in a large trench coat, just opening one side, just lined with skins.
Those onion rings.
What are you buying? I'll take 4 Funyuns.
What do you want? Hey, man, what do you want for them foreskins? How many you got in there? I'll take 5.
I give you 4 for 5.
I'll give you 4 or 5.
Chewy like calamari.
Oh. Are they adult foreskins?
There's a lot of stuff that looks like foreskin that you eat.
To be fair, I don't know what a foreskin looks like once it's off of the dick.
I mean, I guess it's ring.
I mean, I'm just
Ringular?
assuming it's
Yeah, you're right.
ring-shaped. I don't know.
Ring-shaped jerky. Dries them out.
I think my
Chomps
mom
them down.
has. I think my mom has my brother's in his baby book.
Can we see it? You call her real
Well,
quick.
ask her, Mom, I need to come get Ryan's baby.
No, don't ask for the baby book. Ask for the foreskin.
I just need. Can you send me a picture of it for the Instagram?
Mom, disregard the previous conversation about pre-diabetes. I need to see a photo of Ryan's foreskin.
And she has the the string that was tied around mine for it to be cut off. So there's like
She
Ryan's
used to threaten you with it.
and- you want this again?
Remember this?
I'll take more. I swear to God.
Don't you put it in, buddy.
I mean, God almighty, if you're going to keep it, just leave it on.
I mean, she has like our hair, our teeth, and Ryan's foreskin. If a witch gets that book, it's fucked.
Or Mr. Sinister.
Well, back to the issue. Back to the matter at hand. Speaking of
His birthday was the other day. Happy birthday, Ryan.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
Sorry about your foreskin.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Sorry about your 20,000 nerve
Tough
ends.
break, man. Yeah.
I often wonder what my
man.
foreskin would have looked like had I gotten to keep it.
I think about my non-existent foreskin quite a bit. I really do. And it really did influence the decision to not have Henry circumcised. It really, truly, honestly did.
You know,
Because it's
I
like,
never-
man, you know what I love? Sex. How much better would it be if I had all of it?
Yeah.
I never really gave it much thought until recently, and then I thought, fuck, I kind of want it back.
Yeah, I don't
know.
want it back. I just never want it to
like,
disappear.
I never wanted it to have been taken in the first
Right.
place. I mean, I'm fine with my penis as it is, but I think it would have been nice to have been able to leave it all there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is what it is at
Yeah.
this point.
No going back.
So it's not the foreskins we want; it's the skins that you can spend. It's them dollars.
Yeah, give us your salmon chases.
If you want to send us some of those salmon pea chases, you can do so at patreon.com/tadpog. We have a list of people who send $20 or more a month.
I know.
To
It's
us.
great.
It's nuts and it's awesome and it's so generous. And I'm going to read the list of those names right now, starting with Cousin David Galino, Plinko Nick Price, Cubicle Monkey, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, Joseph Phillips, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Usurper Grimm, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, Princess Consuela, Banana Hammock, Flavor Trick, Taryn Landon, congratulations on your marriage and sorry about all the
pussy.
P-word talk. Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, sorry you couldn't be on this episode. Platinum member Rhett Miller, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, first time caller, and Drinksmith Joey Webster, who I know what he looks like.
All right. I know what he looks like too.
Also Phil. All the rest of
I know
and
what Phil
Kevin.
looks like.
I know what Kevin looks like.
Yeah.
All the rest of you, I'm
Who
so
the fuck
sorry.
is Kevin?
Master Cycle Baron Kevin.
Oh, Link. Yeah, okay.
Oh, Link. Right. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I would see any of you other folks in public and not remember who you are, and I'm sorry. I'm terrible about it. I talk to people all the time, and if they walked up to me on the street, if I had even seen them before, I would have trouble remembering who they were.
I'm trying to think on that list who you've met before.
And Chris Edler, I would recognize him because I met him. I've met, and if I don't mention your name here, I apologize again. It's one of those things I don't do well with. I think it was. I've definitely met Phil, Joey, Link, and Chris and Taryn.
So most of the people that you've met, you know what they look
do
like.
know what they look
so that's good. The other people you haven't met, so you'll meet them eventually, probably,
I
and then
hope
you'll know
so.
what they look like.
I'd like
That's
to
just
meet
how
you.
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll forget what you look like in a week. And
Well, you haven't forgotten what the other people look like.
yeah, but I met them when I wasn't older. I was less old.
Oh, I see.
Just it's
I
a
see.
sliding scale.
I got you.
man.
It'll happen to you.
It will happen to you. No, I'm teasing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for the generous donations.
Yes, thank you.
And just because we're not mentioning your names doesn't mean that we don't appreciate the smaller donations as well. That's really generous. We understand it's tough times,
yeah,
and
it
Yes,
it
it
means
is.
a lot for you to dig into your wallets
it
and give us
does.
money to do something that we love to do.
Yep.
So thank you very much.
Which I will say, when you say that we love to do, I really, really, truly have been enjoying these recent episodes.
Me too.
Yeah, it's been, and I was all day looking forward to getting together and seeing you guys and recording and having a good time. And yeah, so this has been
Highlight of
nice.
my week.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Let's see. Our theme song is Moved by Sycamore Drive. Move that track from the shorts.com. How you guys want to close it out?
I'd like to lead into a nice closeout where we all speak as golf commentators, followed by a soft golf clap.
Okay. All right.
And Shooter steps up to the ball. He is going to putt for birdie. And he is steadying himself and swing.
Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical Capricorn.
I mentioned mentioned Caddyshack earlier, and that I loved Chevy Chase in it. He sang a little song in that movie.
I think you mean Salmon P. Chase.
Salmon P. Chase, a.k.a. Chevy.
I like to
Salmon P. Chase is probably Chevy Chase's
Great
grandfather.
I really like to think that.
Yeah. And Chevy Chase probably has like two $10,000 bills in his possession.
At least.
Bill Murray was like, "You're a medium talent." And Chevy Chase was like, "I have a goddamn $10,000 bill after my great-great-grandfather."
My great-great-grandfather
Fuck you.
was the Secretary of the Treasury under Abe fucking Lincoln, man.
I'm looking up right now. Was Chevy Chase related to Salmon
Chevy
P.
Chase genealogy.
I need a sample of his circumcised foreskin to run tests on.
I need some of his Fletch.
Oh, Fletch. I need to watch the new Fletch movie. I forgot that's out. With John Hamm.
It's out.
John
The poster design looks
Hamm.
great.
It does.
It's very like vintage,
very
Fletch.
Fletchy.
Yep.
Fletch and Fletch Lives. Amazing movies. But in Caddyshack, Fletch plays a professional golfer who just lives in a very zen place. And he takes a young lady home to his abode where they are about to get it on. But before that, they're taking tequila shots while sitting at a keyboard. And he plays her a little song that goes a little something like this. I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
Okay. Salmon P. Chase, famous Ken, John Cena,
What?
Ed Helms. This is all according to famousken.com. So I don't probably
The
reputable,
guy who
right?
beat you in golf in the Irem skills game?
I don't see Chevy Chase on this list though. James Spader is on this list.
The fact that John Cena, Ed Helms, and James Spader are
Have a common ancestor.
commonly related is
Bill
weird.
Belichick,
Okay.
Margot Kidder,
Okay.
Gerald Ford, Lucia Chase. There's a Chase
There's a
Chase.
Chevy Chase. All right.
Betty Davis,
All right. Damn.
and Vincent Price. I don't know about.
I've
all
always
this.
said John Cena looked like Vincent Price.
right.
I can tell where they're related.
Yeah, this is famousken.com. Look it up. They have 5,000 follows on Facebook.
Ooh.
They got to be legit.
Yeah, they're not just making shit up.